Hey, Elisa. Oh, fam, here we are again. It's time to play some more football. Night of football. Ah. You know, these preliminary we can still relax rounds are about to come to an end. And we are going to march into a season. I can already see this that first game. Did you watch Tampa Bay versus Cleveland? Two of our teams, right? I'm sitting there watching that and checking them both out, nitpicking every little thing. I said, come on. These guys can't whoop us. I'm a kind of a guy, you know me, man. I be looking at us like we are the baddest dudes on the planet, man. So, actually, I really didn't see anything to be worried about with Tampa Bay. Cleveland, I don't know, man. They was knocking Jameson around, man. And the thing is, injuries, right? And unfortunately, injuries have popped up in both preseason games. Reserve tackle Sean Coleman was lost for the year. Broken fibula and dislocated ankle in the opening game. Reserve receiver Sean Poindexter unfortunately suffered a season-ending knee injury before we could even see anything about that young man. Versus Denver, Adrian Colbert tweaked a hamstring. 49ers had 9 players miss practice yesterday with injuries. Forward Bosa, Jerick McKinnon. Of course, he continues his recovery. Linebacker Elijah Lee has a hand injury going on there. Defensive lineman Julian Taylor. This is not the time for JT to go down, especially with the emergence of Kevin Gibbons. Trent Taylor, of course, is still going to nurse that foot. He's safe, though. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Jason Verrett, nothing to worry about there. He's got an ankle. And, of course, K'Wan Williams, the knee. These guys, the other guys, a few other names that have absolutely nothing to worry about. But the line today is 49ers versus Chiefs, several things to watch for. The biggest thing, automatically, the thing that everybody, no matter what everybody else is doing, we're not worried about that. We got depth this year. There's really no position. If anything, the people that are in position to start are in big trouble if they should get hurt. Biggest thing to watch right now will, of course, be Jimmy G. As the 49ers versus Chiefs square off in what is traditionally known as a dress rehearsal game. Ironically, though, the Niners will return to the stadium for this contest in the place where most of their hopes and dreams of a successful 2018 season. Bam! A shot. Oh, Jimmy G collapses on the left sideline. It looks like it could be serious. G's coming. Here come the trainers, and here comes the meat wagon. Jimmy is done for the season. They fear it could be an ACL. Where were you at that moment? Were you in front of the TV? Were you standing outside like several people hollering and screaming? Were you like at a sports bar or something? And said all kind of bad words, right? I was just, man, I tell you. So spotlight will be on Jimmy G, and unlike last week's disastrous effort versus Broncos, he'll have an improved offensive line. That will include experienced lineman Mike Person and Joshua Garnett, who himself has some things to prove. Shanahan will most likely at least, I'm figuring he should at least have a little bit of a game plan. We'll also see Mike Toilolo will make his, hey, I was just told, Mike Lolo's, he's Polynesian. He's, Toy. Hey, is it Toilolo? I'm gonna go with that, all right? For the first time this season, as we go over things to expect tomorrow as the Kansas City Chiefs. Starting with Jimmy G, the stakes surrounding this game feel extremely high given that it's only August. They really do, don't they? I mean, I feel like it's mid-season with this game coming up because you want to see the best you can see from Jimmy G. You want to see that he's moved forward. It's apparent Garoppolo could badly use a good performance in what's likely his final tune-up before the regular season opener in 2 weeks in Tampa Bay. 49ers say they aren't remotely worried about the franchise coming off an ACL tear. That's what you guys say that, right? I mean, come on, what else are they going to say? But there's no doubt Coach Shanahan, no matter what anybody says, we'll all sleep better if Garoppolo dimes up at least a couple of deep drives after his disappointing performance last week in Denver, where defenders got hands on his first 4 pass attempts, including that interception where he overreacted to pressure. What? Oh, Levine. I called him Mike. I'm sorry. Levine Toilolo. Mike Toilolo? Toilolo. Anyway, Levine Toilolo. Okay. Thanks, San Francisco. Also, what was that? Oh, okay. Including interception where the overreacted to pressure from Bradley Chubb. And Shanahan said Garoppolo will likely play the entire first half, depending how that goes. We can look for Shanahan to get Garoppolo going by using play action, as I mentioned, in a bubble screen or two, to get some easy completions, as Will recommended, and several other people last week. God, don't see him out there in those situations where he's liable to get in trouble, all right? Get him out there, get him rolling, let him loosen up a minute, let him get used to being back on the field. It's been 11 months, Kyle. Don't be silly. All right, so it gets some easy completions going under his belt early on would be the right thing to do. Fam, because, it's scary to imagine the pressure Garoppolo would be under entering the regular season if he had another shaky performance tomorrow, right? We'd be nervous as hell. And everybody would be claiming, my coach, play him next week. He's got to get warmed up. He's got to get rolling, man. Yeah, and he does. Coach staff has been, let's move on, because if I get into Garoppolo, I'll be here all afternoon, all evening. It's still light, so. Linebackers will play the linebackers will play, but what other starters? Coach staff has been encouraged about the performance from its linebackers throughout training camp. Middle linebacker Fred Warner appears poised to make a huge. They call it a big leap. I call it a huge leap. Fred is already dynamic last year as a rookie. This means he has all the qualifications to go to that elite level. Will he do it? It's all up to him. And from what we can see, his attitude is such. I think that big leap in his second season was Quan Alexander. He looks shockingly healthy after tearing his ACL last October, and I have a feeling he's driven by the fact he wants to get back on the field against Tampa Bay to punish them in the opening week of the season for 49ers. It remains to be seen one of the projected starters will step up to gain the nod from the coaching staff to be considered playable. DeForest hasn't played during the preseason and most likely will make his debut, though Buckner is hardly in any need of any August snaps. I mean, dude, he's established Defoe. He is the man. D Ford, knee tendonitis, Nick Bosa, that ankle sprain, haven't practiced since incurring their training camp injuries. They won't be suiting up, and they don't really need to. If anybody will be fine, it's those two. Lynch threw out some encouragement, however, just the other day, claiming Nick could be a 50-50 shot to play on opening day. Don't let that happen. You know what, though? It ain't necessary, though, especially against Tampa Bay. Now, what we need Nick to be is 155% ready to go. That could wait. As far as I'm concerned, Nick could actually wait. Let me. Nick could actually wait until opening day at, I almost said the stick. Nick can wait until opening day at Levi Stadium as far as I'm concerned, because he's not really needed the first 2 games. But I want Roethlisberger to bite dirt as much as possible. And from that point on, I want every quarterback, especially I'm the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback. Ain't nobody better than Baker Mayfield. So Baker's got to be brought down, man. He's starting to get a little bit. 3 starting spots appearing to be in question. Free safety, Sam linebacker, nose tackle. Jimmy Ward returned to practice this week and will battle the surging, the rampaging, the I want it, T. Moore. Oh, hey, by the way, don't misunderstand me, man. If T. Moore wants that job and he takes it, Jimmy, I love you, you're my dude and everything, but I gotta have the best man for the job. T. Moore, step up then. And Drake Greenross, he seems locked in a competitive battle with veteran Malcolm Smith and linebacker DJ Jones. Sheldon Day could be squaring off next to Buckner in them running situations. Perhaps Saturday, it could clarify how those battles are going. But come on, fam. You and I both know Kevin Gibbons has made a statement. DJ and Sheldon both better watch the back. Mrs. Gibbons, baby boy, scary. I hope they start him. Hey, will there be anything to learn? Will anything be learned at receiver? The receiver battle is insane, fam. It will force Shanahan to make some difficult decisions, and this is one of the last stages that he can actually get clear reason to make these choices. When final cuts are made, August 31st, there are 5 apparent locks. Dante Pettis, Keese, Debo, Jalen Hurd, Trent Taylor. And with Taylor sidelined with a Jones fracture, the 49ers will have to figure out if they want to keep 6 or 7 wideouts now, don't they? Now, my guess is they probably will keep 7 wideouts because you don't know how long it's going to be before TT returns to the lineup. Not really. He says he feels like he can come back right now. Doctor says maybe a little longer. So where does that leave Jordan Matthews, Kendrick Bourne, and Richie James Jr.? You and I, we all have our favorites. But can we release the bias for a moment and do what's best for the team? I'll ask you about that a little later on. Regardless as to who your favorite is, who's best going to move this team forward, that's what the coach is going to be thinking. In fact, the question is, where does that leave Kendrick Bourne, Jordan Matthews, and Richie James? All 3 players are very different. It's unclear how many spots are available. Matthews played only a handful of snaps, mostly with the starters against Denver, which could be a sign the coaching staff likes what they see. Kyle Shanahan was quoted as saying he can win with this guy. What does that mean? It means exactly probably what you think. But we'll have to wait and see on that too, won't we? Oh, James could be a natural replacement for Taylor, both as a slot receiver and a return man. He's done quite well in both. He's a hustling, hardcore dude. He is what he is. Richie James works hard. You could see the fire in him. He really wants this spot. Bourne is arguably the 49ers' best red zone target. There's no denying it. Like him, love him, whatever. Kendrick Bourne around the end zone, dude is becoming straight money. And so whom will Shanahan choose? He'd love for Saturday's game to offer up some answers. There you go. Table set. Come get it. If you guys don't want to eat, I guess you'll have to say goodbye. Who's it going to be? But what about Garoppolo's backup situation? Shanahan was asked Thursday if he decided on keeping 2 or 3 quarterbacks after the final cuts. He said, quote, "No, I haven't really. I don't know. There's 3 guys that I'd like to keep. But that has to do with D linemen, receivers, running backs, safeties, everybody. That's why you don't decide until the 53, unquote. And that came after Shanahan on Tuesday hinted at his number 2 quarterback being apparent following final cuts, which would indicate he's leaning towards keeping 2. Oh! And I was just ready to say, you know what? It sounds to me, if you do the math, he's keeping only 2. Somebody's got to go. Nick Mullins started the exhibition opener, and C.J. Beathard was the first to replace G in Denver, and both have split reps with the second string throughout practice. If Shanahan is leaning one way or another, he's keeping his thoughts close to his chest. He ain't telling nobody. His wife doesn't even know. Maybe his little boy, though. They seem kind of tight. Given that, it would make sense for Mullins to replace Garoppolo on Saturday and give Beathard the start in the exhibition finale next Thursday. If we see that, wow. I mean, no matter what conclusions we draw, C.J. Beathard is Shanahan's boy. He went and got him. Shanahan can get very emotionally attached. He doesn't show it, but the guys he likes. Remember, last year, I don't know if you knew it or not, but even after Jimmy had already convinced everybody that he was the heir apparent, Shanahan still entertained hopes of bringing Kirk Cousins to San Francisco. I had argued people down. I said, no, he doesn't. He did. He really did. He had to be talked into Jimmy Garoppolo even after the season ended. All right. Practice squad possibilities. The 49ers think they have their deepest roster since the Shanahan-Lynch regime took over. which means they might have a hard time seeing players through waivers and onto the practice squad. Defensive lineman Kevin Gibbons. He looks like the Cinderella of this year's. I'm telling you, man, I like him. If I had to pick anybody that's going to survive the shocking pick, it could be Kevin Gibbons. Undrafted rookie from Penn State. How in the world that happened, I do not know. But he's played well against Denver while getting the start. Azeez Al-Shar has impressed with his play and health after tearing his ACL and MCL last October, and that's an incredible thing to do and come back looking like he looks. What in the world did he look like before he injured himself? The trio of recent sixth-round draft picks all appear on the roster bubble and could be headed to the practice squad. Tackle school has struggled but offers depth at that important position. Tight end Caden Smith seems locked in a tight battle between Mike Toilolo and Ross Dwayne. Oh, Tim Harris, our final pick, injured his calf against the Broncos and didn't practice during the week. He might not have a chance to improve his stock this weekend. I know what you're thinking. If Dante Pettis makes his team, are you going to be okay with that? Because it may be the case. Can any defensive lineman make the jump? Now, I mentioned Gibbons, but he's not the only defensive lineman playing well early in the preseason. What about Jeremiah Valo-Aga? Oh, the man leads the team with 2.5 sacks. Jay Bromley was credited with 2 sacks Monday. Demontre Moore is tied with Valo-Aga and Bromley for the team lead with 4 quarterback hits. We got some talent on this team, fam. We're going to let people go we would never give away 2 years ago. We'd been so delighted to have these guys. Sadly, none of those 3 are likely to make it amid the team's talented deep group of defensive linemen. We got all in first-round draft picks. This could change if any more injuries pop up between now and the 53, but my goodness, people wish they had. They wish they had a practice squad like what we could possibly have. The talent at PC, or that PS, should I say, could probably deal with half the teams in the NFL as first stringers. Oh, my God. And will Mitch Wisnowski hit anyone else? A great way for a rookie punter to quell controversy about being a 4th-round draft pick is a smack return man with perfect tackling. I've watched that 100 times. I can't stop laughing. Hey, give a hip, hip, hop, hooray! And wishing Mitch Wish can break up the monotony of a preseason game with another one of them thunderous superhero tackles. Mitch, move. Come here. Oh, we've got punter versus, Mostert is the best gunner on the team. But that used to be. I think Mitch is getting ready to challenge him. And also return of offensive lineman Najee Torre, an undrafted free agent in 2018 as the 49ers' 4th choice to start at right guard. But he played with the first string Monday due to injuries to Mike Person foot and Joshua Garnett dislocated finger. With Ben Garland playing center to replace Weston Richburg, the good news is this. Fam, don't get worried. Because Weston Richburg. First, let me say, Person and Garnett returned to practice this week and could play Saturday. So that's the problem there. They got to protect Jimmy, man. They'll be back to do just that. Garnett appears to be on the roster bubble after missing some 2 weeks after undergoing surgery. He's got something to do this weekend, and he's better be some kick some Kansas City butt. Meanwhile, the best news is this. Weston Richburg has continued to ramp up his workouts. Ramp him up. And is on track to practice next week. Man. Barring anything unforeseen, the 49ers expected to have their starting offensive line all intact on week 1 against Tampa Bay. And what about the tight end situation? George Kittle returned to practice field Thursday after missing the past 2 weeks with a minor calf injury, but he's unlikely to play Saturday. Leave him alone. Let him get really well, which means more time for Dwayne and Toilolo. Smith and Tyree Mayfield. Dwayne. In case this is a joke that started a few. Who started that? Anyways, Dwelly, I'm talking about. Dwelly has been consistent throughout camp. Although he was the target on 3 of Garoppolo's 5 INTs last week, chemistry may not yet be solidified, and Kyle may call his number up a little more this particular game. Toilolo missed roughly a week with a shoulder injury, but returned to practice this week. Toilolo has missed just 1 game in 5 seasons. Shows you about his versatility. I mean, about his durability, giving him a clear experience advantage over Dwelly and Smith. Mayfield's versatility to play fullback makes him a strong practice squad candidate. And again, you know what, fam? Our practice squad is going to get tore up. As soon as those guys all hit the practice squad, they will be called up if they cleared waivers. Half of them won't clear waivers. I don't know who we're going to put on the practice squad. They have to call people up, I guess, and get people from other people's practice squads. I don't know. It's going to be strange, ain't it? But fam, hey, Scott Hand, thanks. Scott, it's just September 15th. I'm there. Bengals versus 49ers. Scott, drop me a Ronbo Sports at gmail.com. I want to talk to you, man, and see if we can set something up. Ronbo Sports at Gmail. Isaac Page, he says, let's say for the sake of argument, Todd Gurley comes 100% from the knee. What does the NFC West Division look like? No, Gurley makes all the difference in the world if he's 100%. Yeah, that would change the dynamic a lot. But they're going to have to modify their game in other directions. Now, that's a hypothetical that you can't really answer. We'll have to see. Maybe Gurley still plays well. There's no way to know. All I know is from the rest of that team, not named Gurley, they're an okay team. But as far as dominant, I don't know about that anymore. Panama Queen, PQ says, can't wait to see Buck, Quan, and Warner. Niner Signature Show, what's up? Brandon R., shout-outs from Seattle. Brandon, up there in enemy territory. Easy the third, what's the word? And Josh says, what's up, fam? Feeling legendary. We're all going to be saying that soon. Jimmy G will do good tomorrow. I do agree. I really do. He's never looked bad twice in a row. Even in practice, he's never looked bad twice in a row. I think he'll be okay. Elias Fernandez, what's happening, my man? Itchy Chili Kojak. We've not seen him. It's 3:20 a.m., and that's why it's 3:20 a.m. in the UK for Niner football. It's Chili. Those lost hours of sleep are about to be rewarded. Come tomorrow. Lavelle Forrest, what's up? Can't wait to play the Kansas City Chiefs. I hope nobody gets hurt for this game coming up. Oh, God, don't we all? Oh, my goodness. It's Paul from Jersey. Paul.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Paul, you know, man, I've been simmering up a couple. I mean, like I should have said a pot of coffee that somebody left and went to work and left percolating, man. I'm boiling over here, man. I can't get over this assembly of talent. Paulie, last time we talked, we were crying for better players. We were hoping we'd be able to go into a season and deal and compete. Paulie, now all we got to do is worry about how far we may go in the playoffs. Paulie, you got a lot you need to say, man. What are you thinking?
Beautiful thing, Ronbo. Beautiful thing.
God, yes.
I got to ask you, I'm over here on the East Coast, so I don't get to see any of the training camp over there. But one position that it's so much talent. I want to know what your opinion is on who you think is going to grab the starting spots at safety. I see, my opinion, I'm thinking that Jimmy Ward, free safety, and Korski is still going to get the strong safety, but you got guys like Exum Jr. and Colbert knocking at the door. So who do you think is going to get the starting safety spots this season?
I can tell you, Paulie, last time you saw Colbert, he was looking good. He's I think he's dealing with some kind of issues in his head. He can play better football than he's playing right now. So he's not really in the running. Your second guy It's Tavarius Moore, the
kid,
draft pick.
Moore, right? Moore
T.
and Harris,
Moore.
too.
He is
that's looking pretty good.
Jimmy Ward's job is at stake, actually. We're going to see this
Right.
weekend. But you're right. Ward will probably be the starter because the 49ers have all the confidence in the world, his experience and all that stuff, right? Kowalski T has played over his head already. He's healthy. He played he was awesome last week against the Broncos. They will be your starting safeties. Yeah.
Yes. And one last comment before you let me go. Quarterback, I mean, as far as I feel like Mullins earned himself a spot with his play, but C.J. Beathard, man, that kid's got heart.
Yeah.
I feel like
he does.
I'd hate to see him go. I mean, that kid took such a beating for us when they first threw him into the Wolves. He was getting no protection, and the kid was bouncing up like Rocky. You couldn't keep him down.
Well, that's a good comparison,
I feel
too.
Shanahan, Shanahan can get him, working in his system. Like you said, Shanahan's got a soft spot for him. Yeah. I'd really like to see them keep 3 quarterbacks.
That could be, Paulie. I don't think Shanahan can give up on CJ, and also he can't afford for one moment to get rid of Nick. So there he is between a rock and a hard place. I suggest he steps out away from that rock situation and keeps all 3. But that means he's got to sacrifice another spot, though, Paulie. And that's where it gets sticky because every last position, every position on the field is loaded, Paulie. Loaded.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. I'd hate to put it. I don't want to see Jimmy get hurt. God forbid, we need him a full season, but it's not like it can't happen. And if it does, you really don't want to just leave yourself with one quarterback. I wouldn't feel safe. But like you said, so many guys playing so good at other positions. It's really, really hard to tell right now. Yeah. I mean, what do we got? 1, maybe 2 more weeks left before the final cuts.
Next week.
So it's going to be very, very interesting to see.
August 31st, Paulie. That's next week. We're going to be on hand for that. Because I tell you, if I had to guess the wide receivers of the cut, I couldn't tell you.
Right.
The corners, Exum, as you mentioned, is a DB. I think he's good because that's pretty much a rock. This guy's tough. He's got to be kept from nothing else but his character. Exum hits a man, and man stays hit. Dante Johnson's back. I don't know in what capacity.
Do you think Sherman, he's going to be covering a lot of the ones out there, or is he kind of, falling back to where he's just going to be like a lockdown on the 2s? I know we got Witherspoon, but like I said, I don't really get to see much of the training camp, so I don't know how he's been playing so far.
He's looking a lot better this year, Paulie. Yeah, he looks a lot better this year. A lot better. I mean, a marginally amount of different. With Sherman, you just mentioned something. I really wish they would designate Sherman on the opposing team's best receiver, no matter if he's on the left or right side. That would be the smartest thing to do. And that way, whomever Kello, and I think we got another guy named Jason Verrett, Paulie. He was a former Pro Bowler. Now, he's had health issues. If he's healthy, we're going to have a Pro Bowl.
That's right. Yeah,
we're going to have a duo Pro Bowlers. So,
that's right.
And then we don't have to be
concerned. He's feeling as good as he's ever felt. He feels really healthy. He's back to the old Sherm. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and see how that goes too. It's exciting, Ronbo. I can't wait. It's almost here.
And Paulie, I got to tell you, your running back situation is ridiculous as well this year. You got 4 prime-time running backs. Jerick McKinnon's still healing up, but make no mistake, Jerick McKinnon can run Kyle's offense. He'll be a star. And then you got the other 3. You got Mostert, you got Breda, you got Tevin Coleman. Woo! This is a tough team.
Oh, that's sweet, isn't it? I love it.
It is. Paulie, we're gonna get everybody we could in the East, Paulie, but give me an anticipated score. Now, I know you don't really know what's going on with everything, but a score for this game. It's a dress rehearsal game. They're going to be serious for the first half. Paulie, you got a score in mind?
I see San Francisco taking this one 27-17.
Yeah. The defense has been tough. I could see Mahomes been in big trouble.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Paulie, can we
You
expect to
have a
hear from
good
you?
night, Ronbo. Good talking
You
to
too,
you, and I
Paulie.
look forward to seeing you this season.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
Have a good one. Have a good
So
one.
good hearing from Paulie. Man, that's been a long time. Paulie's been working hard. And Dennis. Or is that Denise? See, there's an S-E. It's not N-N-I-S. So I'm going to say it's Denise. Denise Granger. And if it's Dennis, oh, man, it's Denise. He said, hey, it's my birthday today. Can I get a shout out? I need a 49ers win tomorrow for my V-Day. Happy Niner birthday, Denise. Happy Nina's birthday, Denise. Happy Niner birthday to Denise. Happy birthday, Denise. And you know, you're right. May Jimmy Garoppolo on your birthday just do some terrible damage. Woo! Let's go to 225 Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Who is that on my phone? Could that be Okie Niner? Isn't he from Louisiana? Hello? Who is this on the phone? Hello? Hello? I thought I heard somebody there. Oh, wait. You gotta love the first time a person calls in and we get. Uh-oh. Did we come up? Hello? We go to point 5, play partner. Will. Yo, Will!
Ronbo, what's up?
Will, all kind of things is up, man. The anticipation is making me crazy. I know I'm not going to sleep tonight. I didn't really sleep that good last night because I don't want G to come out there and make you, me, and everybody who continues to keep faith in Jimmy G to have to apologize again and deal with those who, see, y'all don't know what you're talking about, man. I told you that he was overrated. Man, all the hype y'all brought. I don't want to hear any more of that. And, so I hope he looks good tomorrow. But Will, everything else going on, all them other things we talked about, Gibbons coming in and putting some pressure on DJ Jones and Sheldon Day. And Will, the tight end situation, who's going to go for that? You already know about the wide receiver situation. You can get into that all day. But Will, you just pick up any way you want to, man. Some of the things to look forward to tomorrow. What are we talking about here?
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Man, Jimmy G gonna be straight, man. Like I said before, man, he just had the jitters, man. And his mechanics was just a little off. Dude just rusty. I don't know why people is just coming out of the woodworks just talking about this man, just hating on this man for no reason, man. It's just ridiculous. Like, you even got commentators who used to play the game down in this man when they already know how a play is and they come off injured. And, I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. They might as well just nail this man to the cross because this is just ridiculous, man. Like, I swear. Like, come on,
crucifying
man.
right there.
I mean, they just crucifying him, man, just for no apparent reason, man. Like, it's just, I mean, it's not getting to me, but it's kind of immature, to be honest with you. Because you got Jason Whitlock, that fat hamburger eating ass bastard, on his show, and you got
Even his head's getting bigger.
Marcellus Wiley talking about he up there bugging out. I mean, he's just bugging out.
I seen
Because
that
the
one.
man threw 5 interceptions at practice. This is practice, people. Practice. You ain't getting no victory out of practice. You ain't getting no 1-0 out of practice. You know, you ain't winning no Super Bowl out of some damn practice. You practice to win the Super Bowl, but you ain't winning no damn Super Bowl at practice. So I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, these folks just need I don't know. They need prayer.
Well,
But
it's going to
anyway,
be fun tomorrow, Will. If things don't turn out like all those doomsday predictors do predict, well, now we can go to hamburger eating you know who and his partners and drop a little tweet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How you like us
Well,
now, boy? So do all that stuff.
yeah. I mean, Jimmy G's gonna play. The first 2 quarters of the game tomorrow. So, he'll have more than enough chances to, get everything, back to where it's supposed to be. I believe he's gonna have a better game tomorrow. He's gonna improve. Shouldn't have no excuses this time. The jitters out.
Yeah.
What Kyle Shanahan needs to do is start on the running game first. Get the running game going because we can run the ball. As always, we can do it. It's proven, so we can run the ball. Get that going, and then have them do bubble screens, little dink and dunks there, and then kind of like let them throw further downfield. We kind of ease him in a little bit. Get his rhythm going. Then when he gets his rhythm going, his confidence will be up, and then he'll be ready to roll.
That's right.
I mean,
especially
I'm not even
2
an
quarters.
NFL coach, and I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Right, you got 2 quarters, man. And you got the defense out there that's good, man, and that's gonna give Jimmy G more chances to go back out there on the field and get some more reps in. So,
Well, let me ask you
the
though.
defense is gonna fall out tonight.
I didn't really ask you.
I really
How'd you
want to
feel
see them
about? How'd you feel about Kevin Gibbons last week? Do DJ and Sheldon have reason to be concerned?
Well, what you got to do is you got to have Kevin Gibbons go in against the first team offense of the Chiefs. And see how
They gotta be curious. Gotta be curious. You gotta put him in there for a couple of snaps.
If you want to see what he really got, have him go against the first team of the Chiefs. Go against Patrick Mahomes and that first team O-line. See how he does. If he's legit and he's showing his ass against them, it's going. I mean, if I was John, I'll try to keep him. I'll try to keep him. I'll find a way to try. But I'll try to find a way to keep him and keep the other guys. I mean, I don't know how to do it. Like I say, so much talent on this team. It's going to be hard.
You could keep 15. If we kept 15 defensive linemen, I'd be happy as could be. They need to expand these roster capacities. Will, Joshua Garnett, talk to me. Is he going to show up tomorrow? Because the dude, what's going to happen with him?
He's going to need to show up. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for him. He could have been playing. He had all he had to do was butt up his fingers and man up. Quit being a bitch. But he's gonna have to show something. He's gonna have to show something, and because you got Person out there as well. They both playing that same position.
Put Person at center. I don't want Garland out there. Coach needs to put Person at center because he's a little tougher than Garland.
This
knows
call
more
is
about what
being
he's
recorded.
doing. So
Garnett.
Guys, let me make an announcement. Hold on, Will. We'll hold a second. Hey, guys, when you call in, don't unmute. Don't touch anything. When you call in, let us take control from there, okay? Because you'll get these recordings and all kind of weird things. All right, go ahead, Will.
Well, I was saying, like, Garnett, when Garnett plays, he plays well. He plays good. I mean, it's proven. I mean, like we seen him give Aaron Donald fits. So he got some dog in him. We just haven't been showing it lately. But he's gonna have to get that dog in him tomorrow night. And if he gets some dog in him, I believe he'll win that job. But he has to show up. I mean, he's gonna have to put in a good performance tomorrow night. He's gonna have to show Kyle and them that he can that he's back and he can do what he's been doing. So
and show some consistency. Give me some mean too. Well, I'm gonna go and let's see you for game time after the game tomorrow. And Will, give me a score. What is gonna be the case? Got a whole half for Jimmy G.
I think 4-9 is gonna get 28. Kansas City 20. I want to say 28-27. It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be Robbie Gold time. Because KC ain't no point in us lying. KC has got Patrick Mahomes. I got more respect for him than probably Tom Brady right now. That boy is scary. Can throw with both hands. No look passes. This is not the NBA. The dude can throw sidearm.
That's the only reason I'm giving Kansas City 27 because of Patrick Mahomes. But if that D line shows up tonight, they probably. I'm not gonna put it past the 49ers. if they can stop Patrick Mahomes and get him under 27, then that'll be good. But only because of Mahomes, I say 27. But I believe the 49 defense gonna show up. So, but anyway,
all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, Will.
Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to you. Shout out to my TNT fam. I play up on the Trey Trez, Big Show, Big Russo, Red 49 hits. You know, all the guys, man. Shout out to his squad, Rico and all them boys, man. Fuck the Rams. Fuck Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl and only scored 3 points. First game of the preseason. They scored more than 7 points in the second game of the preseason, but that don't mean shit because they still broke. All right,
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Oh.
All right, you too, man.
All right. Let me. Apple is his name? Apple Sucks, right? Yeah, Apple Sucks. Listen, I'm gonna. There's those personal attacks. You get carried away. Remember, you're kind of a guest there. If I see any more of that kind of derogatory language referring to the entire fan base, I will boot you. Or we'll definitely give you some time out. Either come in here and talk football. You can be as mean as you want to, but do not refer to everybody as them names I seen posted up. All right? I deleted once. All right? Behave. Hey. Oh, it's too late. We already got it. Producers must have found too much stuff. All right. So Apple Sucks. He will take his apples and he will go. Hey, Rev! Come on in.
Ronbo.
Rev, man, it's almost Judgment Day for Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. But are we looking at it too seriously, Rev? What do you think?
Well, let me get this out the way.
Yes.
Shout out to my family, red and gold. Rep that beautiful color, 24/7, 365. Tomorrow's game day. Make sure y'all wearing that beautiful red and gold tomorrow as we come to this preseason game against the Kansas City Chiefs. We have a mission. We have a mission. Ronbo, I thank you for giving us this platform to speak.
My pleasure.
Rev's going to get right into it. Just listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. Tomorrow, I want to see this defense dominate again.
Mm-hmm.
Defense wins championships. Fuck the Chiefs. They're overrated. You got hyped about Patrick Mahomes, blase. Yeah, I said it. I got the hiccups. Sorry.
I noticed.
Rev is a little bit under the weather today, but
I thought you'd been maybe sick a little bit.
Hey, I need some. Good Lord, boy, I need some yak. But yeah, I'm looking for a good game tomorrow. I'm looking for Jimmy to get a groove, and that's what he needs. He needs a groove, and hopefully, Shanahan has a game plan to where he just, gets into a rhythm. Get some decent dunks and, move that ball down the field. Defense. Defense come out and play. Hit Mahomes, hit the second string, third string. I don't care what. Get pressure. Get that pressure. The same thing you did against the Broncos, do the same thing to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, defense wins championships. This defense is showing up. They're letting you know we're not afraid. We're not scared. We got second and third stringers coming in making noise. And you got the hot boys playing tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes.
You got my man DeForest Buckner coming tomorrow. Get ready. Y'all know what the refs say. Pain and punishment. There's no other way to put it. That's how we're going to do it. We are ready. We are primed. We are focused. That's how it should be. Because, let's see, we got, the 53 cut coming at the end of the month, which is going to be hard. There's some players that we like, that we would like to keep, but unfortunately we can't. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. But we have that objective of number 6. and whatever we got to do to make this roster as strong as what it is, that's the direction we're going to go with. But come week 1 against them Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I feel for you. I feel for you because, boy. You have a dominant defensive line that's about to come out, and this team as a whole, in general, is on a mindset of just getting the job done. Period. So win, lose, or draw, we're 49 faithful. We're just ready for week 1. That's how we're going to do it. But, tomorrow, family, rep your red and gold. Wear it beautiful, wear it proudly, scream loud, shout loud, piss people off. That's what we do. Because I, personally, I'm my red and gold, and I'm going to piss people off. That's how I do it in Carolina Panther country. I don't care. They get mad. Let them get mad, but that's how I do it. But I am ready, just like you are, just like the rest of the family is, and let's just pray for a good game. No
injuries.
Serious injuries or anything like that.
Oh, please don't.
And we're going to get it going. But stay tuned for Sunday. Are you going to be on Sunday, Ronbo?
Oh yeah. I'll be back.
Because y'all know what Sunday is.
It'll be another Sunday SmackDown. Sunday has to be the main event because Saturday games. Is it because usually it's Monday Night Raw? So, we'll go ahead and Sunday Night Raw.
Okay. Well, Book of Champions is coming out Sunday. So, let's just get this game over with tomorrow. Rev will have that Book of Champions ready for y'all on Sunday. Ronbo, I thank you. We love you. We appreciate this platform you give us to speak our love and our hearts and our faithfulness about our 49ers. Shout out to all my fam out there, you know what I'm saying? Big Will, TNT, Trez, everybody. Just everybody that show love, that rep this and feel the same way that I do as far as being faithful. Fuck the Rams. Yes, I said it, like Will said. And fuck the Chiefs, like I said it. And let's go out here and do the doggone thing. That's what we do. Ronbo ain't going to hold you up.
But,
y'all know how I do it.
Yeah, but wait, Rev. Before you do that, Rev, hold on. Rev, you got to give us a score, fam. What do you got for us? And then do that.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with the 24-17, 27-17 kind of score. I see a Robbie Gold game,
All right.
But I'm gonna go with 27-17.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Give us a 10-point edge on them, but it's gonna be a Robbie Gold game. It's gonna be a Robbie Gold game. But hey, I'll take a win as a win. However, I gotta do it. But y'all know how I say it. In order to beat a man, you gotta beat the man.
Yes.
Woo! Holla, Ronbo, thank you. Hey, rep y'all colors tomorrow. Let's do this. We got game day against the Chiefs. Hey, everybody be safe, be cool, be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Niners for life. Niner faithful. We on the quest for 6. Ronbo, I thank you. I love you, my brother. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool.
Back at you,
I'm going to take some medicine so the ref can get ready for tomorrow, whether it's flu or not. I'm still going to watch this game. Hey, y'all stay blessed, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, Rev. Appreciate you. Rev coming in tonight, a little bit under the weather and still dropped a sermon. Yes. Good night, Rev. And Daniel, SF49ers fan 5249. Thanks, Daniel, for that contribution. He says, Rev, I'm sporting my new Alexander number 56. I'm glad I didn't wear my 56 today because it's not authentic like 49ers fan 5249, Daniel. He's so proud to see all the looks my wife and I get as she rocks Jimmy G. Yes. So the refs got after 27-17. And yeah. And Phil. Usually I like when Phil comes in after there's turmoil. He's in a little early tonight because Phil comes in and he's the voice of reason most of the time. But Phil, let's collect some observations for you right now. Kyle Shanahan's got some decisions to make. He's going to be looking at some people very closely tomorrow. So we can look for Kendrick Bourne and Richie James. And who's a third possibility on that wide receiver crew? Anyway, we're going to see some guys early on get their numbers called a lot. We'll know they're in the bubble, won't we? Hey, Phil, sorry. Good evening. Phil.
Hello?
Yeah, Phil. How you doing, Phil?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Phil.
Okay.
I was,
I'm going to look at it as JW.
J-Dub. Yeah, oh, as a matter of fact, you're right. I take it for granted because I know he's going to do, well, he may be a little rusty. He hasn't played in a while. I just take his talent for granted. Although Tavares Moore's been playing at a very high level. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And I'm looking at J-Dub because, you know what? I want to win you that jersey. So I'm in the J-Dub fan club.
I know. It's a scary, it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Yeah,
Come on, Dub.
well,
You got to make a good
know,
showing tomorrow.
We're coming down the wire here.
I know.
So I'm really interested to see if Jimmy G can get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
I want to see the defense play well, but I know we're playing still with one hand tied behind our back.
Yeah.
With
Missing both those edge
with
rushers.
Bosa and, you know, without the edge rushers, exactly. And,
Well, you know what? Hey, but Phil, playing without elite edge rushers, because I'll put DeMontre Moore and Valoaga. I trust them. Them boys, they can play. Now, they may not bring the same
but you know
Pro
what?
Bowl
They're gonna
caliber
be cut.
rush.
They're going to be cuts.
I know. Can
That's
you
the
imagine?
problem.
Wow. Maybe they don't play them because they're afraid they'll be taken off the practice squad. Yeah, I don't even know if they're eligible for the practice squad, are they?
I think they are. So, you know, there's going to be a few guys that we want to try to sneak into the practice squad. So I think Tim Harris is one. I think Balaga is one. I think, you know, there's a few guys there that we want to sneak into the practice squad and have control over. So maybe they don't play them. So
Yeah, right? Because you don't want to put your best stuff out on display. That's true. Wow.
exactly. So you know, I'm looking forward to see Jimmy Ward play. I'm looking forward to see Garoppolo hopefully get into a rhythm.
Yep.
I want to see what wide receivers he goes to during a full half.
That'll be telling.
Yeah, you know what? I want to see if he goes to Devo or if he goes to Jalen Hurd or, you know, all those guys. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for. You know, I think we're going to win 30-20. That's my guess here.
All right.
We're going to go 2 for 2 here, right? So pressure's on.
And Phil, do you think that Jimmy mentally will be fired up a little more than usual in Kansas
I think he will.
City?
I think he will.
For a lot of
Not
reasons.
only because he did so poorly last week, I think he's going to be fired up to get, you know, because that's
some
where he got
redemption
hurt.
from last
So,
year at that
Exactly.
particular field. Yeah. I see that.
So, you know what? I think he's going to be fired up. I'm hoping he does well. You know, if he doesn't, then, you know, I'm gonna
Worry time. Because we already know he's a good because we know he's a good quarterback. But is he ready to be? Can the real Jimmy G please stand up? Is he ready to do that? That's the concern.
Well, I think he can. But you know what? Having Pearson in there, you know, and having his total offensive line in there, I think it's going to be good. I have confidence we're going to be fine, and I think Shanahan's going to be a little bit more
have a little bit more elaborate play
In his
calling.
play calling, yes. Yeah.
Exactly, to give Jimmy some positive feeling. So I think he's going to come out full bore too. So I think everybody's feeling a little bit of pressure, and I think they're going to come out and take charge here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Look for Keller Witherspoon to get tested tomorrow too, Phil. Mahomes is a very brave person. He'll throw on Sherman. He'll throw on Spoon. He'll throw on Spoon anyway. I don't know who we have in the slot, though, and that's going to be a very important spot. But I do like the hot boys are going to be patrolling that area as well. So this is going to be interesting to see what takes place here. Don't they have a running back?
Well, Jimmy Ward's going to be tested. So
and there's a guy who knows what's up. Even though Timor is the guy everybody loves, but Jimmy has been around this level of play for long enough now that he will indeed be noticed. So, yes.
It's also going to be interesting to see Fred and Guan work together at linebackers, see where they go. And so, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this is going to be an interesting game to watch. I really am looking forward to it.
Yes, indeed. First half is just going to be sitting on the edge. And I tell you right now, Phil, I know it's a preseason game, but there's no way I'm relaxing. I'm telling you right now, I'll be in your face at your place tomorrow. Don't look for me to be calm.
You won't relax.
Oh,
you won't be relaxed. I know that.
God, I'll probably be laying horizontally on a table at some point. You know what I mean?
I know, Ronbo. We're going to have to get you therapy.
I've already asked the doctor about medication.
I know.
I need something to calm me down. There's not enough pills to calm you down. You're crazy.
Hey, I try my best. But anyway, so you know what?
Yeah, I'll look
Take care, man.
You too, Phil. Appreciate you. And I'll look for you tomorrow.
All right.
After the game.
All right. Later,
Phil.
Take care.
Night.
Bye.
Yeah. And Bender36, thanks, fam. Going to become a dad tomorrow. Phil, Bender, you can make that prediction right now? 2 or 3 hours, you figure, wow. Hey, congratulations to Bender, man. He's about to become a dad for another Niner. Yes. Happy daddy, coming up soon. Bender 36. May your little boy grow up to be a Niner with a pick six. I got to work on that, Bender, but congratulations. Thanks for the contribution, too, fam. Niner Signature Show. Hey, it's my birthday. I'm 49 years old. I'm a true Niner. How can I get a shout out? Happy Niner birthday to Niner Sickness. Happy Niners birthday to Niner Sickness. Happy birthday to Niner Sickness. We've had a couple of people having 49th birthdays, and that's a good luck sign for this year. It's got to be, right? Yeah, JT. JT. JT, where you at, man? I love when I hear the playback.
That's good luck, son. Right?
There he is. Now watch. Let's see if he comes to the phone. Waiting for JT. JT. JT, I hear you right there. JT.
Hello?
Yes, JT. We've been looking for you.
I kind of not passed out there, nodded out.
Well, JT, glad you're back. JT, I know it's late. As usual, I came in too late tonight. But listen, JT, you got some things to be concerned with tomorrow. First of all, the Jimmy G show is on. I mean, it's really on tomorrow. Hopefully, he's not feeling so much pressure you can't play. I don't think he's like that, though. And JT, you got a wide receiver position that's got too many people in it, and it seems there is no room in the mathematical equation to keep 7 wide receivers, and it looks like there's 5 names that have been established. Everybody knows they're going to make the team. There's only one position left to be shared between Jordan Matthews, Kendrick Bourne, and Richie James. What we going to do? And then, of course, there is the sudden emergence of Kevin Gibbons. And your cornerback situation is what it is. Who's going to get tested tomorrow? Where will Mrs. Mahomes' child pick on the most? And the hot boys are playing tomorrow for the first time together in front of everybody. JT, jump on in here whenever you get ready. JT, because I get carried away. Go ahead.
Well, first off, I am looking forward to see the two hot boys in action tomorrow. That's gonna be fun to watch right there. Because I think once someone establishes a play, in the defense, it's just gonna feed off. They're just gonna feed off one another.
That energy level.
You're just gonna. It's like you're gonna see a domino effect of plays, because they're just gonna be feeding off of each other. As far as Jimmy Garoppolo goes,
yeah,
I think we're gonna see a mad Jimmy Garoppolo tomorrow. We're gonna see someone who's gonna want to make up for what happened last week. That wasn't supposed to happen. Jimmy's better than that.
Not that nasty. Woo, whoa.
Yeah,
I still smell that game. Oh,
yeah, that was horrible. That was demoralizing to watch. I didn't even want to watch this. I didn't even want to watch it twice. After that, I didn't even want to watch the game. Afterwards. Normally, I do. I would kind of watch the game afterwards. But that shit kind of pissed me off. That was ugly.
Well, see, JT, that's the loveliness about this team. There's no one person or unit to watch anymore. The defense is going to be tough. You got Jimmy G, the golden boy out there. And God knows that defensive line, we're going to be as excited to see the defense come on the field as we do the offense this year. Good Lord have mercy.
Not to mention, I heard DeForest Buckner's going to play for a little bit tomorrow, too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So, it's going to be interesting to watch. We're just going to see a little bit, a little bit of the cylinders we got just firing all cylinders tomorrow. Well, maybe not all, but we're going to be firing tomorrow.
See, because that defense is tough no matter who's home. It seems we may not have D. Ford and Nick Bosa, but my goodness, that defense is fine without. Chris Kasuik's got every guy on that team, on that unit. Just they could be pretty soon. They'll be like 007, 005, 004. Everybody's got a code name, He's
got that defense. He's got them amped up, and you can tell too, especially when I watch him practice.
Tackle.
Especially when I'm watching him practice, just the way he comes off and just, he's got them boys fired up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun to watch. We got the perfect D-line coach. I thought Tom Sula was the man, but,
he was good, though. Jimmy T was good, though. But this guy
Jimmy T was good. I always liked Jimmy Tom Sula, not as a coach, but as defensive line coach. Yeah. But Chris Kasuik, he's that guy's a monster. He's a beast, and he's the defensive line is turning into a beast. I'm loving it.
And they work well as a single unit, because it used to be you had 2 or 3 guys working out there, and other guys were just out there, But that unit now is one like amoeba. As soon as that running back breaks through the line of scrimmage, they're all over. It looks like bees flying on to an intruder into the hive. It's just.
Hey, Ronbo, you know what struck me yesterday?
Who?
When I was reading something, They were talking. Kyle Shanahan's talking about Jason Verrett ain't gonna see no game action until week 1. So that just tells me that he gonna make the roster. He kind of just kind of blurbed that.
No doubt about it. He was. You know what? As soon as they could see he could walk, he had already made the roster right there. And then that one demonstration he had when he dealt with Keese, if he can deal with Keese at high speed, he can deal with anybody. Anybody.
Yeah, he could deal with anybody. So that just kind of tells me he got himself in position on lockdown. And I'm glad. I can't wait for the defense. I want to see the defense, Ronbo, fire on all cylinders. I'm looking forward to that on regular season when we play the Tampa Bay Buck. Well, maybe week 2 more or less if we don't got Nick Bosa and Verrett. But maybe I could see maybe week 2 or week 3 in the regular season where we're going to see the 49ers defense fire on all cylinders. That's going to be freaking fun to watch.
Especially if everybody's home on that home game. Everybody. Bosa's on the right. Ford's on the left. DeForest Buckner in the middle. He's flanked by God knows who. But it's going to be a tough unit, right? The hot boys behind him. We still got to find. Can you see the hot boys finally establish him? Dre Greenlaw, Fred Warner, Quan Alexander.
That's just listening to that. That just sounds pretty. How does that one guy just? He always says it. What's that guy's name? He comes out with the Undertaker beat. The one from Virginia.
Oh, you talking about Trey from VA. I thought it was real WA.
Yeah.
Trey from VA.
You know I'm going to steal a line from him. You made that sound, Ronbo. You made that sound right there. Cute and cuddly.
I was wondering where you were going with that. JT, we got to go. Let me get your score before you go.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to win that game. Especially Garoppolo, he's got something to show. So tomorrow, I think we're gonna win tomorrow. 28-21. We're gonna win by a touchdown.
All right. It's gonna be close. We might as well tell the truth. We're in Kansas City, where it's hard to play in the first place. You got Patrick Mahomes out there, one of the premier quarterbacks into the future, against our premier quarterback of the future. This could be a fun game.
I got another prediction. Prediction right here.
Real quick. Go ahead.
Jalen Hurd and Deebo Samuel, they both gonna have a touchdown each too.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially toward the second half. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they both gonna score.
All right,
Ronbo, I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right.
Night on Empire.
See you tomorrow. All right. Night, JT. All right. And let's see, Kylie and Jason Long is my little sis Nikki's B-Day too. A lot of birthdays today. Wait. My little sis Nikki B. Happy 9th birthday to Nikki. Happy 9th birthday, Nikki. Happy. Oh my God. Niners birthday to Nikki. Happy birthday, Nikki. Callie, we got you, man. And Junior Ladas, let me get this right now. Ladaslao. Junior Ladaslao. Did I get that right? It must be, it must be Filipino. He's always singing. Some of the best singers and some of the cover bands. You're right. Connie. Connie. Connie? Hello. I got my drink over here. Is there any tissue available here? I got a little mess over here. from yelling and screaming. Connie? Okay, we're gonna let's see.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
Ronbo, hey,
Yeah,
KB.
yeah. Hello. You say KB? Hey, did you say KB?
Yes, sir.
No, wait a minute. The only
Yeah.
I know one KB that plays for the 49ers, but I've heard his voice before. So your KB is just KB.
Oh my God,
That's not initials.
That's
That's
our
name.
first topic right there, Ronbo, because I'm in the middle with KB. I hear all the callers, great callers, man. You've got some great callers.
Good, thanks.
And but there's also the other side of KB. KB is my company's company name is Cloud Buzz. I want to eventually maybe create something for your listeners to be able to give them some gifts, and help them out.
Wow.
But anyways, I'm excited about this season, Ronbo. I'm so excited. You bring so much joy to me and to so many callers on this freaking program, Ronbo. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you, my brother,
KB.
for just your voice, man. You freaking have such an awesome voice, man. You have such an awesome voice.
Shucks,
I
KB.
love and appreciate you so much, Ronbo. You make my day every day.
Thanks, KB. I appreciate that, fam. God, it just makes my day. Thanks.
Awesome, man. Well, I got a few things to talk about with you, Ronbo, man. I mean,
Go
man, where
right
do we
ahead.
start? There's so many things to talk about, but the one that's like really on my mind right now is Trent Taylor.
Oh, and we don't talk enough about him. What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe when any of your callers say anything remotely. Trent Taylor is Jimmy Garoppolo's boy. That's his boy.
I know, really is.
How can you not see that? That's his boy. Like, that's our third down conversion maniac. He's freaking
guy.
Third down is the biggest down. People don't understand how big third downs are, like converting, and that's his boy on third down. So, man, stop. Anybody with Trent Taylor, I don't know why you would even question. Look at his career highlights in college, man. I think he set a record, Rumble. Do you remember?
I do. Coming out of college,
else?
he was the nation's number one. Nobody
Right?
was
Something like that,
nobody's
right?
pulling in more than Trent Taylor. More yardage. He was like, that was the second. Wells Welker Jr. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So the boy on the defensive line, what's his name that we've been talking about?
Defensive line.
The one that's freaking number 60.
Number 6. Kevin Gibbons. Yes.
Okay. Okay, look at Kevin. Man, that kid, keep his ass. We got to figure out, he's explosive. He stood out with the explosiveness last night. But I honestly think that Toilolo, is that his name? Are you saying his name, Rumble?
Valaga. Yeah.
Valaga.
Okay. There's
Valaga?
Toilolo.
Can you understand?
Valaga is a defense. Yeah.
We got to get his name right. Because I have a hard time with his name too. But, man, that kid, that one's the one that stood out for me in the Denver game. Look at the film again. I watched it and I was like, who's that? Both of them, they're both good, but that one too, we got to figure out. Like, we got to either keep both of them on the practice squad or something because, man, those are some really good kids we got right there.
KB,
Bring
the
them
problem
up.
is,
'Cause
if we put him on the
D-line
practice
is
squad,
stacked.
everybody's already seen him. He's gone. You put Kevin Gibbons on the practice squad, he's gone. That's the problem.
He's gone now.
KB, we got no guys that are going to stay in that practice squad 5 minutes. We got so many good players. We could stock a couple of teams. You put Valaga, DeMontre Moore, and then you put Kevin Gibbons. When you release these guys, they're going to be picked up immediately. We got some good
Those are
stuff.
our third four-stringers, Ronbo. Those are our third-string, four-stringers on our team. We have such a good problem. I'm so excited for the season, Ronbo. This is it. This is the time. I don't know why anyone in their mind would even talk shit about Garoppolo. Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of friggin' fan are you, man? Like, give the guy some time. He just came back from a friggin' surgery.
Right.
There's only friggin' 600 passes.
Right.
Why in the world would you even say anything like just... we cannot treat Jimmy Garoppolo like that. Like, come on, any fan on this friggin' listening to this podcast on YouTube, come on, man.
You know what? KB, don't even worry about it. He'll take care of himself. Jimmy will get people off of him. I'm pretty confident he will. It's not the kind of kid. He's not a loser. You could see it in his demeanor. He's going to come out tomorrow, and it's going to be crazy to watch. Because I got a feeling he'll give up the playbook and go for what he knows if things are really going south quick. Because he's sticking to the plan. He's doing what he's told. But Jimmy G is not going to be embarrassed 2 times in a row. I don't believe it. He's not done that all season in practice. I doubt very seriously whether he starts doing that now. So I'm not worried about Jimmy.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, we honestly, this kind of, I'll finish with this, Ronbo, because I know you got other callers.
Right.
But I'll finish with this: is that we're just fans, right?
Yeah.
We can just cheer for them. A lot of people, come on the show and talk shit, or say, they started saying, Shanahan and Lynch and even Robert Saleh. We're talking about it, I think last night. You guys were talking about that last night, and I love you, Ron, for defending Saleh, because at the end of the day, we're not there. We don't know what he's doing.
Right.
There's got to be a reason why Lynch and Shanahan are keeping him. So
yes,
what I'm saying? He's still there. So I mean, dude, Ronbo, the defense is sharp. They're fast. They're explosive. They're on it. I'm that's my defense right there. That's my defense. That's what I want to see in the offense. We already know we got an offense with Shanahan. It doesn't matter who you put or who you got. You got Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh my gosh, he's gonna lights out. And people are are not realizing what Jimmy Garoppolo is gonna do this year, man. I'm drafting Jimmy Garoppolo towards the end of the freaking draft in the NFL draft. I mean, the fantasy draft, and
get him for fantasy. Yeah.
I'm picking him up. Picking him up.
And you should. KB, we are going to have to go. Let me get your score, and tomorrow we're going to call your name if you would be absolutely right on it. You know what I mean? So what score you got for this game?
Oh, my gosh. So it's got to be in the 20s at least, at a minimum. Garoppolo's coming back, so I agree with one of your fans at 28, so I'm going to say 28 too, Ronbo.
Right.
And we're going to win this game tomorrow. And it's going to be a close game, I think. 14 points for Kansas City, so 28-14, Ronbo. That's my prediction.
Okay, I like that. I hope it comes out that way too. Double their score. Because Jimmy could be on fire tomorrow. This team is a team he's probably going to be after more than anything. So, hey.
Hey, Ronbo, where's your caller? What's his name? There's one caller I really like. I haven't heard him in a while, but
what?
You got so many
Give
good
me a
callers,
hint.
Man.
What are some of the things he says that you remember?
He's just funny.
We got a lot of those kind of guys.
Man.
There's David, there's Trey, there's Trez, there's Dre. That are particularly humorous at times. Dre's a little more serious humor. There's a lot of guys like that. So, yeah. But, KB, we're going to go because it's late.
He's your all-time. He's your number one guy.
All right. I got it. Okay. Next time you hear him, write his name down and get back to me so we can give him that honor. All right.
Hey, let's talk tomorrow, Ronbo. I love your show, man.
Thanks, KB. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow, too. Have a good night.
All right, man.
All right. Hey. And let's get Tony in here. Hey, Tony.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, it's like the night before Christmas. Because, even though it's a preseason game, there's so many implications involved in this game. This just ain't no preseason game. This is the dress rehearsal. This is Jimmy G coming off. You know how you see a fight, you're watching it, and your champ or your favorite fighter laying up against the ropes, getting his brains beat out. You're sitting there thinking, as he goes back to the ring for the second round, they're throwing water on him, and his trainer saying, "What's the matter with you? Snap out of it. This is it. Are you ready or what?" So this is Jimmy tomorrow. We got a lot going on, Tony. But Tony, what are you thinking, man, about tomorrow's game? Keeping all things. Talk about your receivers, your defensive line, them hot boys are going to be on hand tomorrow. Offensive line's got some things to prove. Yeah, talk to me.
Man, I'm excited for the game tomorrow. See Jimmy G try to bounce back. Actually, it's pretty funny. I was watching a video today, It's called on YouTube, called the QB School.
Ah.
Ironically, done by former 49er, not very successful, but former 49er JT O'Sullivan. Remember that name?
Which name you was going to call?
I'm 32 years old, so
Yes.
I know all these names, Ron. I've been through it. I've witnessed Steve Young, Joe Montana, gone through Jeff Garcia's, the Tim Rattays, the Ken Dorseys,
Oh, he remembers all those names.
the
Some of
JT O'Sullivans, the
Oh.
Sean Hills. Sean Hill, that people, see, this is what happens, man. When you have bad times, we got to, love certain people. Like, people love Sean Hill. Sean Hill is maybe a slightly better C.J. Beathard, really.
Actually, yeah.
But people hate Sean Hill. People love Sean Hill, but they hate C.J. Beathard. But you didn't have a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo around when you had Sean Hill.
True.
But he was saying, a lot of and I watched his video, maybe Jimmy G was rusty, but that one play was weird. Like, something must have happened. Like, you don't have two receivers going to the same spot, you know what I mean? With Marquise Goodwin and Matt Breida. Like, either way, that play's weird anyway. Like, there was a weird call. Joe Staley gave up, whiffed on a block. I don't know. Maybe Garoppolo caught out of something different and didn't get him to the right block, but he had to quick throw it. The other play he threw to, who's the guy? Who's the guy that we signed from the freaking Eagles or whatever?
Oh, Jordy Matthews. Yeah.
Yeah, he slipped on the play. Did like a weird cut and slipped on the play. Even though maybe Jimmy shouldn't have thrown it, but we know, or some of us know, Jimmy G is going to be a good quarterback in this league. I don't care about that. Whatever. I've seen enough of him to know.
Yeah, he's got the
I've seen
talent.
a lot of quarterbacks come through the 49ers to know when someone's actually got the talent.
And especially
Sometimes
you
it
remember
takes a
all
while,
of them.
Sometimes it takes a while, especially when you're looking at a guy maybe like Troy Smith, Remember Troy Smith?
No, I'm trying to think. Troy Smith.
Ohio quarterback, the first black quarterback to ever start for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, right. His
Used to
name
play
is
for
Troy
Ohio
Smith.
State, went to the Ravens.
I was looking at him a few weeks
came
ago,
back with
looking
us.
back at his film. You're right.
Yeah, Ted Ginn's boy.
Yeah, he needed to get some
Heisman
more
winner,
time.
former Heisman winner.
Yeah.
But,
He's interesting.
yeah, Jimmy G's got the talent. Jimmy G, he's a good quarterback. I think he's more, I'm not going to say Brett Favre, because Brett Favre is a unique person all on his own.
Gunslinger mentality,
I feel like
though.
he's more like Tony Romo. I feel like he's more Tony Romo. He'll throw like a couple picks, but he doesn't throw those picks to end games. He'll throw a pick because I think, with that quick release, very good accuracy, he'll risk some stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Jimmy G realizes that as accurate and quick release is, that maybe his arm isn't as strong as he might think it is.
You think he might overestimate himself?
But
interesting.
But accuracy, he's got it.
Yeah.
Footwork in the pocket, he has it.
Especially short
Once
yardage.
his leg is better, he's got athletic ability. I'm not worried about Jimmy G. I'm interested about the running backs, but we don't have to worry about that. I'm just interested how they're going to get used. I don't like Kyle Shanahan with I think Matt Breida's earned the job. Is he your boy because you worked with him in Atlanta, so you want to bring him in? I know he's very good. He's better. He's a better pass-catching running back than Matt Breida. That'll be interesting.
Well, Tony, let me ask you this just about the running backs then. You watched Mostert last week. I was joking. I had a little bit tongue-in-cheek last year when we watched it in Kingdom, and Mostert was doing a great job. Him and Matty B were both on the field. And I just said, I got to tell you the truth. Mostert's doing a better job than Matty B tonight. Now, you know what? I've seen that more than once. Now, I don't know. Mostert, nobody takes him serious enough to rate him above. He is the third guy. But what do you think about Mostert versus the rest of that running crew? Is he really number 3?
Well, you never know what's going to happen. Right now he's number 3 because we don't know when McKinnon is going to come back healthy.
And then he drops to number 4.
We'll see what happens as far as who's doing what. He's a good runner. He gets 7.9. I mean, he didn't really have a big sample size, but we know if he gets some open field that he can be gone. So maybe in the system, maybe he'll be a third running back as a runner. Maybe McKinnon will be more that third down, threat. Like, what are you going to do? Occasional hands off, a lot of But
He's the reason.
I don't know. We'll
He
see
is
what
the reason
happens
to keep
with
the
him.
program going, no matter who gets hurt. Because normally every year we're calling the practice squad to find a running back. Now they got 4. There's no need to call a practice squad, hopefully, this year. But all of them are extremely capable. That's amazing. 4.
We got a lot of talent. It's pretty damn crazy. So we know
Tony,
that we don't have to worry about that.
It is. Tony, we got to get a score from you, though, because we're going to have to go. What score you got for this game?
Man, I just want to say real quick, let's look out for the receivers because we know that's one position that no one's really stood out besides the veterans that, and the cornerbacks, I'm ready to see what Jimmy Ward does, but I think it's Tamaris Moore is going to get it. But the game, I don't know. Well, I think we're going to win. Probably, I'll say 24-17 because even if Jimmy G comes out, I think we have the 2 better quarterbacks probably than what they got. So
Nick and CJ.
that gives us the edge.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, CJ can't get it done against 1s, but he does pretty good against 3s. So
there you go.
I'm sure we'll be all right.
All right, Tony. Appreciate you, fam. If you get some time, we'll see you tomorrow after the game. It'll be late, but we'll be here. All right?
Yep. We got to get that
Tony.
W. Can't wait
Thanks,
for the
man.
season.
Yes. Have a good night. And there's Daniel, SF49ers fan 5249, wants to say, call our defense Alcatraz, because there's no escape. You know what? In 2 years, this year the chemistry's going to build. But the talent, fam, it is not through red and gold glasses. That could be the best assembly of talent in the NFL if they stay healthy. They will be the best defense in the NFL within the next 2 years, no doubt about it. They just got to mature a little bit. God. Hey, David.
Ronbo.
David, and David. David, what are you doing, man?
Yep. Nothing much, man. Just I didn't have a chance to call in the other day. I think it was you weren't on yesterday. The day for yesterday you were on.
Yeah,
right?
the day for yesterday.
Yeah. And it's I was kind of hearing everybody's like commenting about Jimmy G, the team, and this and that. And I was sitting there thinking, and I go back to when I was about maybe, I don't know, like 25, 26 years old. And I remember when the team completely got dismantled and they did a draft. In the draft, they got Ronnie Hurd, they got Ken Dorsey, which had a rag arm, and everybody thought that he was going to be the next best thing because every single person around him inside the University of Miami had all this talent around him, made him look real good, like Jeremy Shockey and Willis McGahee and all those players. So we ended up getting them, and I was like, man, we got him like in the third. I think it was, I'm not. Don't quote me on it. I think third round or something like that. I was like, man,
you never get me to call you out in rounds because I always forget what round our guys. I mean, I forgot about which round George Kittle and Trent Taylor, and I just had the other day. They both came in the 5th round, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so. I'm not really good at that. There's lots of guys that know this and that, and that's good. I mean, that means that they research and they check it out. But what I'm saying is that a lot of these callers are young. Some of them are the same age I am. But you just got to be patient, man. Believe it or not, these last 2 years have gone by, whether it was the Harbaugh era, even the Tomasula era, everything, or Singletary era. Believe it or not, those eras. Yeah, there were some eras that years that were kind of losing seasons and this and that heartache and this and that and up and down with Alex Smith. But, man, they were nothing compared to watching Tim Rattay play, to watching Ken Dorsey play, to watching, when we lose our corners, like, for example, Eric Davis goes to Carolina Panthers. Deion's gone to Dallas. And then we get this guy named Antonio Langham. Yeah, we get this cornerback named Antonio Langham from the Browns, which is horrible. It had sucked so bad.
You got over
and then
him
we
quick.
had Yeah. It was like 1 year, and he was out. He was cut. The next year, he was gone. He was horrible. He was getting smoked. If you guys think the cornerbacks that we got were bad, you guys didn't remember the Antonio Langham experiment. And let me tell you guys, man, you guys were there watching that. You're grinding your teeth watching those games. And I sat there with my mouth shut watching that. And in that whole nasty draft, there were some good players that came out, like when they were young, like Julian Peterson. He was good. We also had Pearson Prelo, which ended up going to Buffalo Bills. We had I think Anthony Pleasant. He was a good defensive end, and he left. I think he went to the Patriots, I believe. We even had Ted Washington. Ted Washington was a big D tackle. He ended up going to the Patriots and winning the Super Bowl too. Mark Edwards, the fullback. You know?
What year did Washington go to the Patriots?
Oh my God!
I know. I never mind. Okay, I just thought about it because I remember Ted. So
I'm 40 years old. I'm 40.
So Ted,
when they won the Super Bowl, I was 15, 16 years old.
Right.
And I remember that. And I remember
So
those years, even when I was a little bit younger. Yeah, I was watching my dad watch the Niners. We'd go to Reno, and he'd bet on the games. And my brothers and sisters, my step brothers and sisters were all Dallas Cowboy fans. They were hating. Joe's gonna lose. They bet money on Denver, and then Denver got blown out 55-10. You know, so
everybody
you know. So I mean, believe it or not, we haven't had it that bad, man. We have. I mean, we've been teased here and there, and we want to be great. I understand that, but you guys try to live to those years where you have the whole roster is nasty.
Flipped.
Everything is gone, and you have nothing. And you
we went through
rebuild
that
a little bit, and
just
then it gets
recently.
torn to shreds again.
Yeah.
Well, we did, but it wasn't
Kinda.
that. It wasn't that horrible, though, Rombo. And
Well,
you've been watching
compared to
that
some of the worst ones, yeah. But it was still we flatlined. I mean, we definitely flatlined in 2016. We won 1, 2.
Yeah.
1, 2. We won 2. Right?
We won 2 games. Well, yeah, you're right.
That was
But
awful.
you have to remember too, though. These years they were tough, competitive. They're kind of competitive. You know, they're pretty good. But back in those times, a lot of teams are good. So we would win some games, but we had horrible rosters, man. I mean, do you remember
some
the
of the really
Rod
bad
Woodson
rosters,
experiment?
and you knew they were going to lose. You could start booing the 49ers the day before the game. You knew they were going to get their butt beat.
Do people remember when we drafted Jim Druckenmiller instead of drafting Tom Brady?
Yeah. That's who the guy was. It was Druckenmiller. And Druckenmiller ended up.
Yeah.
How many teams did he play for? I mean, you know,
I don't know, but let me tell you this though. You know who the consultant was that picked that player?
Who?
That year? Who helped the GM? You know who it was?
No.
Bill Walsh.
See, there's a trivia
Bill
question.
Walsh was
Just to go
he was
show,
a consultant.
he is human, right? So
He was a consultant. He was a consultant. So he wasn't the GM. He was a consultant. He was there to help him. Mariucci was the head coach, and he was a consultant.
there you
And
go.
they picked Jim Druckenmiller.
And made a
And he
mistake.
was there on that roster because the guy was like dead. He was deadlifting tons. The way he was big, he was
I know.
tall. He was that prototypical.
Well, you know what? It's just like every guy. You look at Kevin White, just a monster. That kid 2 years ago, the guy who played safety went over to the Raiders. When you see a guy that's just really crazy, like you look at this year, you look at my guy from over with the guys up north. Now I lost his name, Mr. Abs. Over with the Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. Hey, Metcalf's going to have problems. He looks like an awesome specimen. He did all those Olympic things, but I don't know if he translates to this NFL. We'll see. But hey, Dave, we got to get your score before it's too long here. What do you got?
Okay, well, hey, I thank you guys a lot. I don't want to take too much time. I know everybody's that, but just everybody relax. We actually have a good roster, good GM, and a good head coach. It's just we got nailed a couple things with injury stuff, but I actually am very happy with what's going on compared to with the crap that I had to go through for a while. Back then it was horrible, man. But anyways, everything will be fine. We'll be good, and go Niners, man. We're gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, by the way,
Score, Dave.
Josh
Score.
Allen.
Score, because
I
we really
watched
got to
Allen.
go.
I did watch it. I watched highlights. Josh Allen, he looks pretty good, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
saw
Bosa's
that.
still gonna be better.
I saw that. I
All right.
know.
All
That's
right,
all right. We
fam.
got
Good night. Have a good
David,
night, man.
your score. You haven't given it to us yet. Tomorrow's game.
The last time I had a horrible score, man. It was pretty bad. So
Try again.
I'm 21-14. We edge it out.
All right. There you go. Dave's got 21-14. Hey, David, look for you tomorrow if you get some time.
All right, folks. Everybody have a good night, and don't watch dirty movies because Jimmy G will take them from you.
Stealing online. Like David.
Good night.
Good. Hey, let's go check out with AJ. Did you see what I did there, AJ? Mm-hmm. AJ?
Oh, what's going on, Ronbo?
I was getting ready to start. AJ may be in a movie theater. He could be any number of places. The phone's in his pocket. Let's keep listening. See
I
what
did
happens
all that
next.
earlier. I did that all earlier this time. What's up with you, big head? Big
AJ,
boss?
man, I'm just sitting back and tripping, man, because tomorrow, this is just a preseason game, but since Jimmy G had that disastrous last week against the Broncos, we're waiting to see. G, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
I'm still on his helmet, goddammit. Now, Jimmy G is good. That's your man, right?
Yeah.
I have some real good questions for you, Ronbo.
Well, go ahead.
Now, you know how they always say, when quarterbacks are like a double dual threat, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Jimmy G don't have that. He's a pocket passer, pro style, whatever that good stuff is, they say, right?
Yeah.
So we got this guy by the name of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And he don't have too much film, but he was on the practice squad. Some guy, I guess, on the East Coast kind of railed him, said he was the worst guy to have on the practice squad.
I saw that article, but it didn't give any details. I read through it as soon as I saw that, but there was no details as to why he was the worst backup or whatever they called him in that article. And I was trying to find out.
Scott Zalata or something. I think he might be some Italian from Boston or something. You know, Italian guys.
Okay.
He got to throw a little shot out. But it's good that I'm understanding your game plan. Now, my whole point was the brother of Jimmy G, if he gets figured out and he's not a dual threat, are we going to have to just go ahead and pull up a sack and say he wasn't the greatest quarterback and spent the franchise money? We're going to have to just go with Nick Mullins or start going with a running game?
No.
What are we going to do?
I would not assume that. Okay, one thing we do know is a dual threat. You mean by running? No, he doesn't run.
Yeah, just like your boy, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes.
Even Mahomes. Okay, there's a similarity between Mahomes actually. Mahomes will run only if he has to, but he's going to first find a receiver. Jimmy's the same way. If he needs to run, he can run. That guy used to play a linebacker before he became a quarterback. He's got athleticism. What he has is the magic ingredient like Rodgers has. He can feel. He didn't display it last week. He can feel pressure. We saw that when he played the Hawks. The very first time we seen Jimmy play, it looked like Mike Bennett and all those guys was about to grab him. He didn't even look at him. He moved away from him, found the receiver, hit him. So Jimmy G is not going to run because he is what Kyle wants. You run when you don't know what else to do. You find a receiver and you hit him. Avoid the pressure, move around in the pocket and find the receiver. Like Aaron Rodgers, all the greats know how to move around in the pocket. This way, you remain in that play. As soon as you start running, play's over. Whatever you get is what we're going to get. Otherwise, that's it. There could have been a guy downfield. If you would have found him, we got a bigger gain. This is the kind of quarterback that works now in the 21st century. You got to have him. He's got to have field knowledge. He's got to have the wherewithal to be able to read a defense quickly and figure it out. And his release is quick. So if, AJ, you're looking for this kid to fail,
I'm not looking. No, I want my team to survive and get it cracking. What you talking about?
I'm saying, I'm just saying.
Get it right now. I want him to win now, though. I'm just saying, boss.
He ain't
listen
gonna
to
fail.
what's going on.
He'll
Okay,
figure.
so peep
He'll
game.
figure
I'm
it
gonna play
out.
devil's advocate for a second.
No, I don't blame you.
Huh?
No, I don't blame you. Go ahead. You can't. Because I'm just saying.
No.
We've seen enough to know that he has
he's
talent.
doing good, right? But I'm gonna lean. What all I gathered, what you just said to me was, I mean, in actuality, it was early. Everything was early. Nobody know how he played, so he was kind of like a new fresh team, new fresh start. It was Jimmy G, rah, ha ha, real good. All right. Now we got the practice. We got a little practice on him. He didn't do too well. We got some film on him. We're going to see what's going on. He got hurt now. So this is why I'm kind of tentative.
Now, that's what
hurt.
put a break on everything right there. There you go.
Right.
When he got hurt, it stopped the momentum.
Got hurt. So with that being said, I mean, I'm not putting – all I'm saying to you, Rob, I'm not putting my eggs in all one basket with Jimmy G. That's just flat out.
Yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing.
I mean –
I don't think that there's options with Nick. I don't know about CJ so much, but you know, Nick he's a solid quarterback. I think he's more of a backup at this point though than he is a starter, and that could change within the next year or two. But he has a lot to learn. Last year, when you seen him make that mistake in that game when he should have ran out of bounds to stop the clock, was what I mean when I say he needs a little more time and experience. He kicked himself after that as well, but Nick and Jimmy are on two different levels. And a lot of people think that Nick is ready to come in and take Jimmy's job, but that's not right.
That's too far.
That's too
well,
much.
I mean, as long as you got it crystal clear, I'm just going to follow suit. I don't really hear too much about the negative. I hear about, oh, yeah, he got to get the rust off. Some people are saying that, you know, he ain't doing too good. Then some people are saying, no.
AJ, it's only because we're not looking at just last week. Okay, the sample size is 8 games, right? We saw what he was capable of doing when he came to the team in 2017. So there's no need to, act like that never happened. It did. He did a good job in 2017. It was worthy. He struggled last year.
Yeah,
in the beginning of the season, he was trying to learn the offense. Okay. Yeah, he was trying to learn the offense last year, and he struggled first 2 games. But it was obvious he wasn't being himself. He was trying to learn the offense. Now he pretty much does know the offense. Now, he made some mistakes last week, but he threw that ball before he needed to, and it was too fast because coverage was on him. The rush was on him too quick. So he made a couple of bad shots. Let's see what happens tomorrow. And I think it'll prove and put to bed a lot of things that people are saying. A lot of people are assuming, because he's got a small sample, that he isn't what he appears to be. Well, the midway point, we should say, we just don't know. I would say that before I say, well, did we make a mistake? Is he overrated? Should we look for something new already? I think that's premature, too. So going forward, let's see what happens tomorrow and the next time.
I dig it, boss. I'm going to get him out of here, man. But, you see that Redskins
before you go, give me a score, AJ.
I got KC winning that one, man. We going to KC, unfortunately, right?
Yeah. What do you got?
I got him beating us by 10.
10? You got to beat. Casey's going to beat. Give me. What's the numbers? Is Casey going to score 30 points?
Oh, not 29. 31 to 21.
AJ, have you seen the 49ers defense? No matter what Jimmy does.
It's stupid. I love it. No,
that's what I'm telling you. AJ, you want to think about that score?
Patrick Mahomes, my dude. They got Patrick. He ain't going to play all games, though. So, yeah. We might edge it. I doubt it though.
I don't know. Maybe KC wins.
Stadium ain't no joke.
Maybe KC wins, but that defense is not going to give him 31 points. This I'm very confident about.
Okay. It's all a crapshoot. I'm just I'm blah blah blah. That's me, man. I call in and I do a little blah blah. I do a little slick talk. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the evening. I'm gonna watch you on the big screen. All right,
AJ. Your final score was?
I'm gonna go down since you said they gonna get 21 to 11. 21 to 11.
21-11. All right.
I'm gonna bring it down for you. Yeah.
21-11. All right, AJ. You got it.
All right. Later.
All right, AJ. And we got Adrian Gutierrez says, "Did you guys hear what Kyle said about Matthews? We can win with him." I know. I saw that. Man, I'll just sit here and wait, I guess. Okay. Name Jessica.
Well,
This call is being recorded. Call recording off.
All right, fam. Little tech difficulties here. All right. Jordan, are you still there? Sorry.
hello?
Yeah. Hi, Jordan.
Hey,
And
Ronbo.
Jordan, we're gonna cut it short tonight because I'm getting in a lot of trouble for carrying the phone calls too long. Okay, so please understand. All right, Jordan, give me your observations on tomorrow's game. Okay, so I don't get any more trouble.
All right, tomorrow,
Yes.
I'm looking for Jimmy G to have a comeback. After that last week's performance, I want him to play good. He's going to play all of the first half.
All right.
And have a comeback.
Yep. Jordan, hey, Jordan, there's other things, though. I mean, your offensive line's returning, the defensive line, you got the hot boys coming in tomorrow. Jordan, what do you anticipate? Is Gibbons going to come in and do a good job? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I like him. I want him to stay, but, I don't know. I want him to play good. I actually like him a lot. There's a lot of upside to him.
Yeah, I tell you, man.
Breaks through the offensive lines.
I tell you, and when I look at guys like Kevin Gibbons, I keep wondering if they put him on the practice squad. I think teams have seen too much of him already, so it could be interesting. All right.
Seems like the Seahawks, they like to get our players a lot.
I know. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to get Gibbons. He would fit their program perfectly. Unstoppable menace. So, okay. We'll see.
Also expect Pettis to have I want Pettis to have a good game.
It'd be about time.
Like he could have a good game tomorrow. He's been a little off in the preseason right now. Hopefully, has a bounce back. It's a nice game.
Have you noticed all of our starters are Pettis, Goodwin. Pettis, Goodwin. Who else is there? Kendrick was never a starter, but he's had his good moments and very bad moments. The best guys on our team are Jalen Hurd, Deebo Samuel, as far as the receivers go.
Deebo.
They never mess up, but Kyle says they do on occasion. So pretty funny. Oh God. But anyway.
Deebo.
Yeah, I know. See, Deebo, will he do that jet sweep tomorrow? Will he get those huge yards that he likes to do?
I think he will. I like Deebo. Like he's so good.
We're gonna
it's
see
only
tomorrow.
preseason.
Somebody said he may start the season. You know what's funny? Because actually, when you look at Deebo, for what he's done so far this season, he's made some great catches. That sweep he does, I got a feeling he doesn't know the offense enough yet. He's got a lot to learn. But what they did teach him, he does really well. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. All right. All right. Let me get your score so we can move on. What do you got tonight? What is your score?
I think it's going to be 49ers winning 24-17.
24-17. All right. All right, fam. You got some time. I'll see you tomorrow night, okay?
All right. Thank you, Ronbo.
Thank you. All right. Let's bring him in. The Rod with Niners. Oh, Rod.
Finally, the Rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
The Rod, as I said, before I get killed here, we're going to keep it short, all right? So let me go ahead. Rod, give me some observations on tomorrow's game, man. What's going on?
First of all, what's happening, Ronbo? Good to hear from you, baby.
Oh, man, I'm just...
Personally, I'm not one of those score-maticians for preseason, but I'm going to definitely say we win in the first half.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Jimmy Garoppolo goes. at least 13 for 17.
Ooh. Hey, Rod, 17 passes?
17 passes.
All right.
I think my man got something to prove, man.
He does.
What are my observations going to be? First thing first. He need to go ahead and get hit. That's the first thing. Let's go ahead and get that out the way, and then show me that after a bad performance, your first game, which I'm not really big on. I don't think much of it, but just show us that you can bounce back and be crisp.
Yep.
Show us that you can go out there and get into a rhythm early, get rid of that ball early, and I feel like with the offensive line coming back, Persons being back, and possibly Josh Garnett, then maybe we have a little bit more time to do some things.
I think so.
Maybe we'll see an offensive line that's in sync for the first time.
Yeah, because they know, and the Persons, those guys, because Najee Toran, he ain't played enough to know nothing about what he's doing. And Garland just got here, a few weeks ago, and
right.
We're lucky Jimmy didn't get knocked completely out. And Joe Stanley and Bradley Chubb was partying right next to us. Oh, man, this ain't working. So,
Well, Ronbo, have you heard any word on Richburg?
Yes. He is ramping up his workouts from what they're saying and looking good. And he should be practicing next week hardcore. That's 2 full weeks to get himself back and ready to play in condition. He's probably been keeping in shape anyway, but they weren't telling us. They had me thinking he's laying up in some hospital room with his leg being hiked up in the air. So looks like he's getting ready.
Well, I tell you, going into the season, Ronbo, being that we're so close, that's my biggest concern for our offense is, him getting acclimated back into the offense with the rest of the crew and, having that chemistry that they need because, there really wasn't very much continuity. The fact that he missed most of the season last year with those injuries. So, I'm really interested in seeing him get back into the offense and into the mix, even if it ain't nothing but just a couple of plays, I know it probably won't be this preseason, but, I'm still skeptical on that.
Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, he, healthy, is a good player. What we saw last year was a man with a bad leg trying to hold out some of the biggest and toughest dudes on the defensive line. So I want to see what he looks like this year. He's got to be better than that because they paid him a lot of money, Rod. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, Rod,
and I'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah,
I know that's got to hurry up to go, but on the defensive side, I don't know if he's going to be playing, but I would just really like to see what Jason Verrett or even just see what cornerback would they have covering Tariq Hill for the just to show that we have the ability to shut down speedy receivers.
Oh, yes. Who's going to deal with Tariq? Okay, you know what? No. I want to see tomorrow. I want to go ahead because Jason ain't going to play tomorrow. I want to see how does Witherspoon handle Tariq? That's his best test because Sherman dealt with him last year. Sherman's got a good leg this year. I don't believe Tariq can work Sherman not deep. He might be able to get Sherman short, but he ain't going to get him deep. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Rod, give me a score, Rod.
I say let's go Niners 21, Kansas City 9.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Rod.
We're going to get a defense. We'll get a defense the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah, because that defense don't play. Even no matter what the offense is doing, defense ain't gave up 12, 13, 15. Defense ain't gave up 20 points in 2 games yet. I don't believe.
Got confidence in them, man. The hot boys, baby. Found out from the Ronbo.
Yeah! Niners! For the Rod. Thanks, Rod. See you tomorrow.
We're going to catch you on the post game, baby.
I'll be looking for you, too. All right, Rod. Hey, Mark.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Mark, man, just sitting there thinking about, it's a nervous feeling, worried about Jimmy G. But I got a feeling he's going to be fine. And the funny thing about it is, We need this because otherwise our world would be too perfect. Because you know what? The offensive line, you got Richburg coming back. Persons is getting better. Joshua Garnett, he may prove to everybody he actually belongs on this team. Defensive line, ain't nothing wrong with that defensive line. Secondary, you got a Pro Bowler on both sides. Man, I'm telling you, and you got Tavarius, even if Jimmy doesn't work out, he got T. Moore back there who's ready to take over. I'm telling you, man, all signs are pointing to go. You got 4 running backs that can't be stopped. Oh, my goodness. But there's that one worry. Will Jimmy be okay? Is he ready? Mark, go ahead, man. Let me stop. What you got going on?
That's one of my keys. That's what I'm looking at. Does Jimmy have that mental toughness, that fortitude to bounce back, going back into the stadium where he tore his ACL? A game that he remembers vividly from week 3 of last year. Even though it's preseason, there's still a mental hurdle you have to get over. So I want to see if he's able to go in there with that mental hurdle on top of having a bad game last week. I think if he can play solid with both of those things, a bad game last week, whether you want to call it rust, jitters, whatever, plus going back to Kansas City where he tore his ACL and got the injury, if he can bounce back and play well, like Rod said, if he can complete 13 or 15 or 13 or 17 or however many pass attempts, if he can keep the offense in the rhythm and move the ball, that's all I need to see. He doesn't have to put up 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. Just show me that you have the mental toughness to bounce back from something like that. I'm looking forward to seeing the running backs by committee, Coleman, Breida, Mostert, that first team offense. I want to see the offensive weapons together. So I want to see Kittle. I want to see Keeks. I want to see Pettis. I want to see Debo. I want to see Hurd. At some point, I want to see all those guys on the field at one time and see what Kyle can cook up, even though it'll be vanilla, to see what he can cook up with all those different weapons on the field. Obviously, we talked about offensive line play. We won't be at 100% for tomorrow's game, but I do want to see them put a better effort together than what they did against the Broncos. On the defensive side of the ball, I want to see as much of the first team defense as possible. The way the defense has looked at all levels, first team, second team, third team, they've been outstanding. So I want to see the first team defense for the first and second quarter and just see how amazing we can be. I want to see that potential live. I want to see Quan Alexander play. I want to see the leader of the Hot Boys get out there and wreak havoc. I want him to assert his dominance and his presence as the mouthpiece of this defense. And then lastly, I want to see if Dre Greenlaw is going to surpass Malcolm Smith. I know Malcolm Smith is a veteran. I know. But I want to see him step up and take it, like really own it. Like say, I respect you, OG, but this is my position now.
Yes, it's my time. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mark, let me get your score, fam. And what do you got so I can say, all right, we're going to take Mark's score. That's going to be the winning score. What do you got, fam?
I got 49ers 27-24. Last second field goal by Robbie Gould seals it in the fourth quarter.
Fitting. All right, Mark. Appreciate you,
all right, man.
fam.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you. I sent you that email that you asked for. I don't know if you got it. Let me know if you need me to send it again. But I did send that to you.
Because you're going to be Mark. You don't have another name. Yeah. Mark, I'm going to go look for that. All right? Because I did tell you to send me an email. Exactly. All right.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Mike. Be looking for you, too. All right, fam. Night.
Peace.
All right. And we got here Demetrius.
Ronbo.
Demetrius got midnight on the East Coast, man. You awake? Yes. D.
What's good, bro?
D,
How
man.
you feeling, man?
I'm telling you, I'm feeling a lot better this moment. I'm telling you, man. The way this team, the character building is about to happen tomorrow. I mean, we already know they're a tough team. Now, mentally, it's like Bill Walsh says, real winners act like real winners. Champions
Yes,
know
sir.
when they're champions. Could these guys be in that mind yet? We'll find out here soon. Next couple of weeks. You've got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And the Kansas City, it's only a test tomorrow. It's preseason, but they still have to go in there with the mindset, got to beat these guys up. What do you think is going to happen, though?
Oh yeah, no. Our season starts tomorrow, Rumble.
As far as
I don't want to. I don't even. It starts tomorrow. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
We owe them, man. We owe Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Drake Greenlaw, I think he might start tomorrow because he gonna have to guard Travis Kelce. You know what I mean? He's good in coverage.
Because you know Malcolm cannot. Oh, Malcolm cannot
Exactly.
guard Travis Kelce.
Sure ain't.
Man, anybody but Malcolm.
Everything else is on lockdown because I don't think Tyreek Hill gonna get behind his defense, behind his secondary. You know what I mean?
He ain't good deep. I don't believe it. I really don't.
T. Moore over the top, you ain't getting by him.
Not with that speed. Because Tyreek ain't but a little bit faster than he is anyway. And I mean a little bit.
And T. Moore bigger than him. So if he comes around, man, so I think we got our chances, man. I think we're gonna hold it down.
I do.
We just gotta contain Mahomes. Like, I know it's preseason, but we gotta treat it like it's a regular season game. This is it. You know what I mean? We gotta ball out tomorrow. Jimmy G, I think he gonna ball out. I agree with Rob. You know what I mean? I believe he gonna go like, I was thinking more or less like 17 for 19. I think he got to have a damn near perfect game just to get the critics off his back. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to be aiming for that. I think it's going to be a lot of running the ball tomorrow and a lot of a lot of screens, dink and dunks, and then throw it down the field, play action, then go.
Because
I think it's going to be a lot of running, and then they're going to ball off that.
And it probably will. Just don't put him in a position where he's forced, and they're sitting back waiting. But I got to tell you, though, you know, Demetrius, after playing the Broncos for 2 days, the Broncos knew exactly what the 49ers were going to do, and they knew just how to treat it because they'd seen everything they was doing in practice, and they know what Jimmy wants to do because Kyle already showed some of his hand anyway. So they're seeing plays for the second time within 2 days. These guys, Kansas City, they don't know.
It's about to go down. We ain't see them in a whole year, so it's about to get slapping. You know what I mean? Because San Fran about to get it slapping. You know what I mean? But other than that, Rob, I think we going to win it tomorrow 38-24.
Wait, 38-24? 38. I like that.
Jimmy G going to throw 2 touchdowns per quarter. Like, first and
before
second quarter, he going to throw 2 touchdowns.
And Nick and CJ take it from there.
Putting up 28 points. Yes, sir. He putting up 28 points before he sat down.
And Nick and CJ got to put up at least a touchdown. Because you know Debo could come out in that second half, maybe even the first half, and do that jet. Because he don't never fail on that now. Good Lord.
Yes, sir.
Demetrius.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Rambo, I know you got to go, Rambo.
Yeah.
But have a blessed night, man. Have a great weekend, and I'll holler back at you tomorrow.
I'll be looking for you too, D. Have a good night, fam.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah. And I noticed John Milner is just 49ers 24, KC 14, 135 yards, throws for 15 of 8. Hey, everybody gets 17, 18. I hope Jimmy gets at least that many throws off because that's the kind of work he needs. Seriously hostile environment and just getting used to things, you know? Hey, John, thanks for your contribution, fam. Hey, Nighthawk!
What's up?
You Hawk!
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, Nighthawk.
I know you listen to me. I fall asleep.
Yeah, no, it's okay because it's late where you are, and you can take a nap. But now I'm glad you woke up for us, fam.
Yeah, but yesterday, you were like trying to get a hold of me yesterday. I just fell asleep yesterday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We didn't hear you sleeping, though. So I wasn't really sure what was going on because most of the time, Nighthawk, you give us the fun of going to sleep with your phone on so we can hear you. Now, look, I've got several recordings of you sleep, man. It's too much fun. I got to give them to you so you can hear them. Now, look, hey, does Jimmy G, does he find his rhythm tomorrow? Is he going to come out and go 15 of 18, 16 of 19, or 17 of 20? What is he going to do?
I think he's going to go to. I agree with the other caller. He said 15.
Yeah. So anywhere from 14 to 15 completions, and still within the teens as far as attempts. So nothing. No 14 for 28 or silly like that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know who I like in that game against Denver? The kicker, man. He just hit somebody so hard.
And I hope they do with Mitch Witch. I hope tomorrow, instead of kicking the ball, if they're not too deep, let him go ahead and run for that first down. They'll know if Mitch lines up too close to the line of scrimmage on the snap, they'll know what's up. But I'd love to see him take off for that first down.
He did a kickoff return, and then he got to the defense. I don't know how fast he got to the field. He kicked the ball, and then he tackled. I was like, damn.
He got down there quick, didn't he? He came out of nowhere. I was looking at the screen, and that's a large screen I'm talking about here. All of I seen him zipped in like some kind of superhero and made that play. I said, good Lord, that's Mitch. So, you're right. Mitch Wisnowski's, that's a scary man.
Yeah, because at first, when we drafted him, we said, why we get a kicker for?
I know, right? Ain't nobody mad now.
He shocked me. I was like, oh, okay, he's a kicker. He's a kicker slash
everything. Speed. Power. Mitch may be able to pass the ball. If he could pass from that position as a kicker, now he becomes a triple threat. He can run. He be the first triple threat. Man, Mitch can run. He can kick. And he can pass. Well, that'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
You know what? I think John Lynch he did a good decision to get a kicker.
We got to trust him. Sometimes we question what Lynch and Shanahan do. We need to stop. We really do. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, I believe they know what they're doing 90% of the time. They made a couple of bad picks. Huh?
But I haven't seen no kicker before in my life did that. I didn't see no kicker do that.
I don't think you can see anymore either. This guy is not normal, Night Hawk. Not normal. Night Hawk, hey, Night Hawk, give me a score though, fam. What do you like for this? What's gonna be a score tomorrow?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Niners 30, KC 24.
There you go. Night Hawk, I'm gonna see you tomorrow after the game, fam. You ready for the holler out?
Yep.
Niners for the Nighthawk.
Nighthawk is out. Next time.
Yeah, be looking forward, Nighthawk. Have a good night. And Dre. Yeah, but it's catching Dre. Dre must have just got off of work. We never catch Dre this late. Dre!
Nah. What's happening, man?
Hey, Dre, man, I'm sitting up here kind of nervous, man, worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. Because I ain't worried about nobody but G, because I done talk so much smack. I got people waiting on my ass if G does not have a good game. I'm going to go, but Dre, I ain't going to run from him. I'm going to go get him. But I'm just saying, I want to be able to come in and talk smack,
Yeah, man.
You know how it is.
Yeah, bro. I just want to send a good movie with the family, so I'm actually in a good mood, bro.
Right.
I really the only thing I think it's more of a test for our defense.
You think so? Well, yeah, it will be. Yeah, no matter what.
Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, and then we got an old friendly face. What do you know, Carlos Hyde. We seen what Dakota Watson was trying to do to the backups, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Carlos You know, he probably gonna come out, you know what I'm saying, with an extra fire lit underneath his ass. You know what I'm saying? And you got you got Patrick Mahomes, bro. So
that's
you
true.
know, this is definitely gonna be a test for our
You got
defense
Tyreek Hill too.
to really see where we're at. Yeah, man. So it's definitely a test for our defense to see where we're at. Also, you know, this is the same place where Jimmy G had his injury last year. Going back into hostile territory. You know, if you know anything about NFL football, Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, Arrowhead, it's one of the loudest stadiums in the nation. You know, so we get to see what it's like to go into a real hostile crowd, playing against a really good offensive team. The good thing is their defense is ass. I only know 2 names, and that's you know, well, 3 names: Justin Houston. Actually, is he still
I thought
there?
Justin. I thought he left.
Yeah. So I know.
Oh, you mean
Frank
now?
Clark.
I mean before.
Yeah. No, I mean right now it's Frank Clark, and you know, they got Honey Badger over there now. So, and I don't even think he's playing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not going to be so much of a. Yeah. So it's not really going to be so much of a test for us
for the offense
offensively. Yeah. So there's really no excuse. You know what I'm saying, for Jimmy D not to have a good game.
I feel better already, Drake, just from you saying that.
Yeah, bro. Like the Broncos, they have one of the best
defense.
front line. I mean, you know, Ian Wolf. You know, then you got Chubb, and then you got Von Miller, and Von was non-existent. God. You know what I mean? You know, so I mean that is warranted. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna have those guys in your face. You know what I mean? But you know, against the Chiefs, you know, he should have a nice pocket to throw the ball out of. So I definitely think we do have a great chance to be competitive. If we could hold them to 1 touchdown and a few field goals, man, I think it's a good thing to see going into the season. Buckner's going to be on the field. Fred Warner's going to be on the field, and then it's our first time seeing Quan, so it's going to be a beautiful thing to see Quan
and Fred together.
Yeah, so we get to see Quan, Fred, and Dre Greenlaw, man, and we get to see how that tandem works together.
Man.
You know, and then we get to see Buckner, Armstead in the middle, you know, and you know, Ronald Blair, you know, get him out on the field, and then we get to see Jimmy Ward because he's expected to play, man. So you know, it's you know, I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna stress myself out about Jimmy.
No, you know, and you shouldn't, because I say, you know, he'll take care of himself.
It's going to fall in place. Yeah, you know, a lot of these guys on here say, well, Nick Mullins. Trey said that Nick Mullins made George Kittle. Bro, slap yourself. George Kittle made himself. George Kittle made himself. Are you crazy? Yeah, this dude's tripping, bro. Stop it. Just say no for tonight.
So we got to cut it real short tonight because it's late. But listen, I'll look for you after the game tomorrow. Give me a score.
If I could say a score, man.
I remember you said the defense is going to be yielding tomorrow.
I would say I'm never picking another team.
I can't do it.
I'd say 20. I'd say 27-21.
Yeah. It'll be close because in the second half, you never know what's going to happen. We'll probably win the first half.
Because Mahomes and Jimmy G are going to both play the first full half, and then Shanahan saying if he looks good, he might. If he doesn't look so good, he might even play into the third quarter. You know what I mean? So it's definitely going to be. It's definitely. Yeah, it's going to be a chance that some points going to be put up. You know what I mean? But shout out to the TNT fam. You know, my player partner Will Trey has been show, Bob Money, Russo, Lewis, all the guys, man, Jay Fresh. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day tomorrow. So we're gonna see what's up, man.
Yeah, you go. All right, fam. Looking for you tomorrow too, after the game. Night, Dre.
All right. Peace.
And let's go and check out since day one.
You know what time it is, Ronbo? Quit playing, Ronbo. You know what time it is, Ronbo. You know.
Since day one.
We got the kids. We put the kids to sleep already.
All right.
Everything's all right, Ronbo. We got everything.
Right.
You got.
Yes, indeed.
Take care of business.
And now,
hey, no, shout out to the brother who just had his baby. Who's gonna have his baby. I appreciate that. That's another Niner coming into the Empire.
And that's Bender 36. Yeah.
Yeah,
the baby's not here yet. He's predicted it'll be here tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's good. Wish nothing but. Wish good health upon the baby.
Yeah. It should be all right.
I got a couple of newborns. Got a couple of newborns in my family too at the moment, but it's a beautiful thing. It brings life. It brings life and excitement and joy and revives.
Mm.
Good. But yeah, besides that, Ronbo, everything's going good. Ronbo, everything's looking good. I'm excited. I'm ready, man. Telling you, Ronbo is gonna look good.
Damn.
Ready. I just don't know how I'm gonna watch it, man. I don't know how I'm gonna watch the game tomorrow, man. I don't know if I'm gonna
I
have to
thought
go
you
to
said you was going over to a relative's house because he's already got
I
the
know I
setup.
was, but he said he hasn't found his remote, so I'm not even trying to rely on that. I'm like, fuck, man.
Uh-oh.
I could probably go to a bar maybe, but I got my son, so I can't really,
Yeah.
those
Can't put
festivities
them
like that.
not in a bar.
I don't know if you know of any kind of links or any kind of websites, or if anybody in the chat,
since they went,
any kind of links.
Okay, you hooked up with those folks. Are those the ones you're talking about going to be at the bar tomorrow? The 49er Club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's about.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the bar tomorrow.
I got because I'm doing NFL Network because made that sacrifice, but because I got to have it because it's kind of
You got the
expensive.
ticket?
But no, I mean I'm NFL Network. I mean Game Pass. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got that ticket. Yeah. Oh, you don't really need it. You're from up north, ain't you?
Yeah, but you don't get all the games because they get blacked out a lot. And then if you live in, you don't get home games and things like that. So it gets to be a problem. But NFL Network, you gotta fool around with a few things, but you can get every game then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out just in case if anybody listening and they know of any kind of, because you'd be surprised at what people can do now.
I know, no, you won't. There's no surprises anymore. Yeah, but people be doing things they got no business doing, and they make it work. But anyway,
if there's any kind of links or any kind of way for me to jailbreak something or whatever,
the NFL Network. Some of those links work for a little while, but the NFL Network, man, I don't know what they got. They got the most biggest
Ronbo,
police on the network.
I don't know why they're not showing this game, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo, they showed one of our games in the beginning. Ronbo, they're showing Dallas every fucking Saturday. I was like, what the fuck? I seen them again. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I thought you were in SoCal since day one. They shouldn't be showing Dallas. They should bother you with the Rams games or something like a Chargers. But Dallas?
No, not the regular. I can get the Rams. I'm talking about NFL Network. The channel NFL Network, they're showing Dallas on every Saturday. They're showing them live. Every time they play, they're showing them. I'm like, what the fuck? Three weeks in a row. I'm like,
the network is random games. Yeah, they charge for having the whole schedule.
It ain't random when it's Dallas every week.
Well, see, that's
when it's Dallas every fucking week.
In their mind, they feel like, well, Dallas is playing this team this week and they're playing that team, so they're probably saying, don't look at it just being Dallas.
It's a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, well,
a bunch of clowns up there, Ronbo.
Agree that.
A bunch of clowns up there, Ronbo. Besides that, Ronbo, I'm ready though. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Hot Boys is gonna be out there. I want to see what Malcolm brings. Regardless, I'm all for him. I'm all for him because no matter what, we're gonna Dre Greenlaw is the future. We know that.
I know.
We all know that.
Yeah.
We all know that. And then if he has to sit a little bit, and he has to watch and all that. All that's gonna do is benefit him. That's it. That's all it's going to do is benefit him. But if we get Malcolm Smith, he's a good tackler. He's a for sure tackler.
But Travis Kelce is a guy who likes to go out for passes. Somebody's got to cover Travis Kelce, or he will.
Tar's got that on lock. My boy Pop-Tart, man, he showed out during the day, Ronbo.
Now that you mention it, he could be in coverage. I
seen a replay the other day, Ronbo, or I seen the NFL replay, and man, I was locked in on that guy. He was all over the field. He has potential to be a superstar.
Oh,
like if he stays healthy,
that's the bottom line.
He can tackle. He can tackle. He knows how to tackle. He knows how to blow up plays.
And he knows how to read. He could be quick. So say what, fam? We really got to go. Let me get your score. Can I get that and see you tomorrow after the game?
All right. Yeah, we can do that, Ronbo. I don't know why everybody's going so low. They're a little scared, but I'm gonna go with 34 to 21. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because you know we got some two powerhouses.
And the offense may get crazy tomorrow. I hear you, fam.
It's gonna get lit. I appreciate you, Ronbo. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate the platform. It's an honor to be on here.
Thanks, man.
Like I said, appreciate everything and good luck to everything else you got going on your time. But appreciate that, Ronbo. Appreciate it, Empire. Stay faithful, stay loyal, stay up, stay out of trouble.
All right, fam. Have a good night since day one. Appreciate you, fam. Bye-bye.
All right, man.
All right. Okay. And all right. Hey, Jared. Wait. How do you go? Jared Schwick. Is that called Schwick or Schwacky? Who's Jared S? You got to teach me how to say your name, right? He says Jimmy will be 17 of 24 for 210. Oh, I don't like. That's not good. 24. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's too many misses. Well, okay. 210 yards, 2 TDs, no INTs, with the dub, of course. But those percentages, I need that to come down a little bit. PQ, Ronbo, Tampa Online has asked James Online. You know, I was watching that, and Jameis was getting whooped. I mean, he was getting beat up by the Browns. So I was thinking the same thing, Pat. I was thinking, well, you know what that means. He could get beat up just as bad against the 49ers. Let me give this a chance. All right. It must be Ikai Ka. Ikai Ka. Because you know, United, they have a rhythm to what their names are. Ikai Ka. He says, aloha from Hawaii. Aloha. Oh, Ohana. And Isaac Pla says, what a Ronbo tuning in from, that's at Yelm, Washington. Yeah. Isaac, sup? And Soko719, what do you think of what Kyle said about Matthews? And most reps came with first string. He really has a shot, I know. It actually sounds like Kyle made up his mind, actually. But he says things like that, doesn't it? I don't know. Hey, okay, Nana, there you are, man. We was wondering where you were. What's up? Oh, in the house. Itchy Chili Kojak has the Niners at 27-20 over the Chiefs. And Niner Rich, the Hot Boys, debuting tomorrow. Jerry Fresh. How good will the defense be? Jerry, I really wish I had a measure. You know what, though? We need to see first 2 or 3 weeks, and I think we'll know what we got then. Because, man, the potential is just really out there. And William Roberts, what's up, William? Van Life 123s. Yeah. What's good? And my Niner Empire. Happy Friday, Ronbo Maniacs. Bless it all. Van Life. Jerry Fresh also says, name one player that has done well this offseason but will inevitably be released. One, I'm going to go ahead and say Jeremiah Valo Aga already. And, you know, Demontre Moore has had a good season, too. Offensively, I'm just saying it looks like they might be released because of that defensive line prowess. Ruben Chapa says 49ers or Niners 24, Chiefs 23. And Daniel Ricks, SE7 in 18. And he says, good evening, faithful. Love from Brooklyn, New York. Go Niners. Truth be told, there's just something about that red and gold. Jay Anderson, what up? Checking in from Richmond, VA. What's up, Jay? And Vader says, hey, in our sports, it's time. It's time. It's red and gold. Time. You know, Vader, the ranchero, I got to do that. I got to get this healed up between now and tomorrow. I can't do the ranchero. Not right. So I give it to you later, though. INTs definitely gets the ranchero. Better 36 says, we can't afford any injuries on the O-line. I'm talking not even one. Any one of those starters go down, we got in trouble. We don't have any depth. 49ers and Rockets Rider, it's going to be very eerie watching my 49ers take on somebody that actually came from my hometown, high school. Is that right? Patrick Mahomes can't wait to watch the game. And so, hey, 49ers and Rockets, Rockets. That's why you're a Rockets fan. You're from Texas, huh? All right. And Derek Miller says 49ers 24, KC 21. And Chris Barker says, I know it's just preseason, but our defense, hardly any starters, is third in the NFL. Oh, man, isn't that crazy? Third in the starters, the heart and soul. Because your edge rushers are your guy. Well, no, DeForest Buckner's heart and soul, that defensive line. But those edge rushers are going to make everything, it's the glue that puts it all together, Enrico Rivero. Say, Sherman versus Craig. I know. That reunion's coming up. Oh, I can't believe he signed with the Cardinals. It's really strange. All-Star Luna. Hey, love you, my guy. Keys to the game. Kyle needs to find a rhythm for Jimmy G. Hope so. Yeah, let him get out there and get comfortable and relax and used to what he was doing before he left. And Daniel, let's have 49ers fan 5249, 2821 Niners. All right. I thought we got you. You didn't call in. That's right. Debbie says, I hope Jimmy comes out with a huge chip on his shoulder, and our defense gets after Mahomes from every direction. 49ers 28, Chiefs 24. And Isaac says, you pronounce, thanks, Isaac. You pronounce Valo Aga correctly. I got a lesson on that. I forgot who gave me that, but I got a lesson on that the other day, how to pronounce. It's Samoan names. You got to get them names right. When you have two vowels together, you separate them. I got that now. Valo, Aga. And Daniel says, SF49ers fan 5249, need to trade some of these D linemen who we can keep to get some quality backup old linemen. By the way, I did read today also that John Lynch said in a conversation he had with KMBR, he says, I would be lying if I didn't say we were getting phone calls. They're getting phone calls. They might make a deal. They might make a deal. And Josh says Mitch and Gold are going to MVP nominees this season. Could be, right? The best kicking duo in the NFL? They really probably are. Right? Big Show, 28-31. Big Show's taking the Chiefs. Honestly, we need to lose one. If we go undefeated, there's something about that that's bad luck. I think. Every team that goes undefeated in preseason usually ends up having a bad season. So if we lose tomorrow, I ain't going to be mad, as long as Jimmy does well tomorrow. MVP 49ers 831 says 28-23 Niners and 100. Adrian Gutierrez, the 49ers 24, Chiefs 20. Josh has got 28-24. I imagine that must mean Niners. Your first score. And DeAndre Russ says, D. Russ coming from Seattle, go Niners. Rodney Harris Jr., 49ers 24, Chiefs 17. Yes. Adrian Gutierrez, Chiefs 20, Niners 23. And Jay Martinez says 49ers 31, Chiefs 13. Now that's a beating. 49ers and Rockets Riders says 20-13. I thought we got your score a minute ago. We're going backwards here. Jay Anderson 21-17 Niners. Tony 713 White 21-38 Kansas City. Tony is the guy, I believe, he is not a Niner fan. I saw him in there earlier. I don't think. Oh, is he the one who said the 49ers defense, we ate the Bears? I'm not sure. I ain't going to accuse me of that. But anyway, Kansas City's going to score 38 points on the 49ers. I don't think so. But the 49ers only going to score 21 points. Derek Dawson, Ronbo was in SG for my birthday weekend last year when Jimmy got hurt. Man, the agony and pain. Hopefully this year he goes crazy. Oh, no. And Salvador. He has Salvador Bribisca, by the way, 19-0 Ronbo for the win. That's going to be, I don't know about a shutout. Would be interesting, though. 49ers defense will finally have figured some things out because right now the 49ers don't allow no running. When they get to the point they can actually stop teams from getting the field goal range, maybe that's phase 2. Makes sense. It says San Francisco 31, KC 6. All right. And Niners knock 'em cold is at 49ers 28. Kansas. Let me see that. God, this is too funny. Kansas Pity. Not Kansas City, but Kansas Pity. Kansas Pity Thieves. 10. Niners knock 'em cold. Now that you got time to sit down and rehab that foot, you've came up with comedy. I love it. Emilio Vasquez Tamayo. Hey, Colbert's going to have an amazing season. Just watch. Ford, Buckner, Thomas, Bosa, Quan, Warner, Greenlaw, Tart, Colbert, Sherman, Verrett. That's all of our secondary and some. These guys, all those names you mentioned, man, those guys are. They possibly all could have a good season. I need to see Colbert get moving. Let's see what he comes back from that hamstring. He's a better football player than we're seeing right now, too. Adrian Gutierrez, did you guys hear what Kyle said about Matthews? We can win with him. Yeah, we are. Yeah. That's why I said I think he's made his choice. Bobby T, repping Ronbo from Florida. Best in the biz. Hashtag best in the biz. Bobby T. And Terrence 6 says 30-27 49ers with Bobby Gold. Field goal. Maybe. Man. Barack O'Niner. Just join the SU, man. Barack O'Niner has us on the field all day. 59-2. Mr. Block Eyes, 24-10. One love from Ohio. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. So, and it makes sense that our first team defense will shut out KC from the TDs. All right. So I guess we're done here. Fam, I tell you what, looking for you tomorrow, be in your face, at your place, watching this game. I know I ain't going to be calm. I know it's a preseason game. But remember, Jimmy G's going to be out there looking good like he's supposed to by tomorrow. He better. Jimmy! I've got all the confidence in the world. I do not see him having any problems tomorrow, actually. Because Jimmy's sitting there thinking, man, everybody thinks I'm trash. I'm going to put this to bed right now. All right. Hit that like, fam. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Niners! Night, Lisa.